Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Hijinks and Handlebars.
Hi! Hey.
An actual Play Kids on Bikes tabletop live stream with QueueTimes.
Ooh, October.
If this is your first time joining us, then just so you know, this is a long-running campaign. We have a bunch of other episodes, so you can check those out. They're all on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars. You can also find that playlist by typing in bit.ly/handlestream, capital H, capital S. That'll have everything there. We have a season 1. We are currently in season 2, and you can jump in now. I mean, feel free to watch this episode, and if it grabs you, go and watch the rest of them. That would be great. Things are a little bit different today, and I'll explain that in a moment. Aside from that, since we won't be, we'll be playing live, technically, we won't be in the chat. So if there are things that you want us to see, just know that we do see them. We check the chat out afterwards, so I see all the things you say, and it's been great. The last 2 times actually have been really wonderful. There's a lot of people like Patrick and the other usernames I don't remember, but Patrick's I do because it's an actual person's name, and the other ones are like Lion Eye 71 or something. I don't know, but that's great. Thank you so much. I'm reading everything you're saying. Everything.
Especially the good things. Read them thrice.
And this show's about like weird stuff. It's using the Kids on Bike system, which is sort of like Stranger Things in a way. And this show is practically just Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So
if you've seen Stranger Things, you don't need to.
Yeah, you don't need to watch.
If you've seen Stranger Things and thought the only thing that would make this be better is if Eleven was an adorable dog.
And they rolled dice. Oh wait, they do that. They play D&D.
More dice.
But I want to get some thank yous out at the top. Thank you to Hunters Entertainment for publishing Kids on Bikes and for giving me these dice that have skulls on them. And also for the backpack behind me. It also has a skull on it. And I want to give a big thank you to QueueTimes.
I should really point out it's my whole arm pointing.
Big thank you to QueueTimes, Indigo, and Krug, and TS Quant for hosting us and doing everything they do, and for also keeping this endeavor to bring our show to a bunch of new people, bringing shows on and helping the whole platform grow, and also our show as well. It's really great to be a part of something kind of from the ground up, and we're excited for what's going to happen in the future.
Which is a lot.
Keep your eyes out. If you like our show, there are other shows that we're not on.
Like them too.
There's other shows that we are on.
There are other shows we are on.
Yes.
Yeah, like Outbreak. Okay, cool. And then also a big thank you to Tanamato for doing our original banner image and the image that this overlay is based on. And then also the Arc 1 and Arc 2 posters. You can check out all of his work and the stuff that he does on social media and his YouTube channel where he does music videos because he's also a musician, a really great musician, and sometimes some vague like story time video kind of things. All of it's animated. He's wonderful. You can check that out. It's at Tanamato, Tanimayto. Big thank you. And you're watching the Disney.
All right, now somebody make a GIF of that, but actually watch us draw it out and see what shape we draw, and then inadvertently summon a demon.
Inadvertent?
Advertent. Advertisement for demons.
A word from our sponsors.
And our next
from our demons.
Sponsors.
This whole podcast. Wow.
Also, thank you to Shannon for our Arc 3 poster, which is really wonderful. It's the most recent poster that came out, so you can check that out. It's on our social media platforms, which you can find. It's at HandleStream on Twitter and Instagram. Check that stuff out. You can also find Shannon's Instagram, where she posts all of her art, at Shanyon Canyon, which is ShanYonCanyon. I practiced that today so I could get an actual pattern down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I thought that would be good. Yeah, because like
maybe into like a musical thing, like.
Yeah. Well, here's the
I'm sure
problem.
she
If we get like a
appreciates
bunch of art, like somewhere down the line, we're gonna do 30 minutes where I'm just doing
Spelling.
unless I turn it into like We Didn't Start the Fire, where I just like burn this like Tanamato Shanyon Canyon
Hunters Entertainment.
and QueueTimes.
Now I want to hold on. I guess I'll work on it.
Their support.
Okay.
Added to the to-do list.
Last few things here. We have merchandise. Okay, come to think of it, we have merchandise. That's one of the designs that you can find, and you don't just have to put it on a shirt. You can put it on a mug. Well, yeah, kind of. It'll kind of look like this. These are specifically mugs that we got from Franny as gifts a long time ago. So you won't get one exactly like that, but you can get a mug with that design on it. All of that stuff is on the QueueTimes shop, and you can find that with the bit.ly/handle shop, capital H, capital S. Very short, very convenient for you. Check that out. We also have a Reddit, which is r/Hijinks Handlebars. So we post some stuff there, some art that other people are doing. Someone is making a sculpture right now of the Krolum, which is pretty cool. And he's been posting the process on there. I'm excited to see it when it's done. It looks really good already. So check that out and talk to us, and let's get this started. Like I said, if you've never seen the show before, this show's about like weird, strange things that happen in the town of Bald. These teens and kids, they have a magic dog. They've encountered some superpowered bullies. They've gone to a shadowy place, and then all of that unhappened, and they're now in a different timeline where strange things aren't happening. And we'll see how long I continue saying that, because it's been untrue for a little while.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's been weird since I got.
I mean, Frankie's legs did catch on fire
At the end of last episode.
Allegedly.
I mean,
I think it's weirder that
We did.
that Teddy stole something.
that is, yeah.
That's
That
pretty
is weird.
bizarre.
Since we're
Teddy's
talking,
going to jail.
We're talking about the characters now. How about we introduce them? I'll start. I'm William, they, them, and I am the GM for Hijinks and Handlebars.
I am Jonas, he, him, or they, them, and I am playing the 11-year-old Derry Nazari, he, him.
Hi, I'm Sam Richardson, and I'm playing Teddy Tedward Tank Thompson. He's 12, and we both use he, him pronouns.
I'm Franny playing Gertie Fox. We are both she, her. And I'm 13. Gertie is, yes.
Are you sure?
I never know.
Hi, I'm Spencer LaBelle. They, them, or he, him. I'll be playing Frankie Fox, he, him.
Hi, I'm Alex Hillman, and on this episode, I'm going to go ahead and play Tommy St. Adams, but
Oh, you are one of the guys.
Call me Raven.
You are one of the guys.
Great, and we are so thankful to have you here. Thanks for
Yes.
joining us, Alex. It's always wonderful to have a guest, especially ones that work with the company that publishes the game we're playing. And wouldn't you know it, you're the first one who's done that. Like, wow. I don't think, unless does Tonomato work for you?
Not directly 400.
Great,
Yet.
great, yeah. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so we've got all that out of the way. More specifically to what I was saying before, what happened last time on Hijinks and Handlebars? We are in the family clinic, and everyone was getting ready to go to bed. It's very early in the morning, but they need to get some sleep after all the chaos that had happened. So they set up a watch where they would take rounds, much like what adventuring parties do in D&D. And they were keeping watch out for the Krolum in case it came back, and other such things like Santa X and things that they were worried about. So they set that up. Teddy was the first to go, needed to stay awake to have a conversation with Andolin anyway, which they did. Andolin came into the room, and they reconciled the stealing of the love note, and the reason why Andolin didn't tell Teddy about the relationship that she had with Izawa, and then Teddy informed her about the Santa X goings-ons and the Krolum situation. That ended out with Teddy going to sleep and having Gertie and Declan and Derry wake up. Declan took over watch, and Gertie and Derry needed to go take care of Santa X conversations with Dr. Arthur Pedestrian. So they went to do that, left Declan. They needed a little bit of coaxing into Declan to make sure he would stay awake, and he promised he would. They went off and found Arthur, and he brought them into the room, closed the door, and after realizing exactly what they were talking about with this patient X that he had about 9 or so years ago, he checked the outside of the office, made sure no one was listening, and informed them that all that time ago, that patient had an impromptu surgery outside of the hospital and ended up in the hospital so that patient wouldn't die, and then escaped out the window, and they hadn't seen him since. And that impromptu surgery was performed by Arthur Pedestrian right after like him becoming a doctor, and he hadn't told anybody about it because he would probably have his license revoked if they found out. But at the same time, he's really fuzzy about the details and doesn't really remember what had happened in the first place. He just knows that this person had convinced him to do the surgery and that he had brought this person to the hospital in order to save his life. Past that, he is clueless. And it seemed very similar to the memory loss that the rest of the group was having, especially about the joyride that Mark had taken them on before. They met back up with everybody else in the room, but while they were gone, Declan had fallen asleep. And Frankie, being awake, saw someone approach the window outside, fog up the outside of it, and write, what was the first thing, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm here to help. And it was the person in the light blue windbreaker that we had seen before, hood up, Frankie only being able to see a whitish gray beard on the underside of the face. And Frankie did not wake everyone up, did not make a sound, and just gave a thumbs up. And then this person also gave a thumbs up and placed their palm beneath it, using the sign that they had made in the other timeline. That is the American Sign Language for help.
Just wait. One of us is this person. It's Gertie.
It's Declan.
It's Frankie.
That person scurried away, and Gertie and Derry returned to the room just in time for Derry to see the remnants of the fog right before it went away. Not knowing exactly what it was, but knowing that somebody had written on it, they talked to Declan about, and he fell asleep, and they were angry about it, and then Frankie told them what was on the window and what he had seen, and that he thinks that that person is actually there to help. And they all were like, no, we don't think so. They could be lying. And everyone woke up, and some of them went back to sleep. But Teddy and Derry and the core group ended up having a conversation about what they should do next. And the plan was for people to make posters about the kidney to see if they can find out who the kidney ended up to. And also make posters of drawing of Santa X's face as Derry and Gertie would remember it, to try to coax Santa X out of hiding and to confront them personally. And then they brought up going to talk to Olive, who is a really mysterious person who was not in the previous timeline and is in this one, so they thought that would be a good lead as well. Am I missing anything? Did I miss a chunk of something?
The foxes talked to everyone about whether or not we were still in the shadow place, and the consensus seemed to be that everyone pretty much believed we were out of there, except maybe Frankie, who seemed a little on the fence.
Yes. Yeah.
Which
so
means
they
that
had,
Frankie, of course, is right.
They had a very they had a very serious conversation about everyone's feelings about the new timeline and whether or not they felt like they were still in the shadow place and what that meant for everybody. And yeah, the general consensus was probably more likely that they weren't still. Spearheaded by Declan, who seemed very sure that they were not in the shadow place.
And Andelin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Declan was more sure. Andelin was more hopeful, I think. Yeah. And so they started to devise a plan to split off and to take care of all of the tasks at hand. Derry and Gertie would go to the Balderdash because that's where Olive works, to see if they are there. And if they are, they're going to talk to Olive. And if they are not, they're still going to use that as a location to drop the sketch of Santa X and also make the poster for the kid. You're making the kitty poster.
I think so. Didn't we outsource the poster to like Declan or something?
Yeah, you outsourced the poster to Declan, who was going to go meet up with Shay.
Right.
When Declan was like very excited about that, though, you both decided you were going to follow Declan first.
Shay? Sure. I love Shay. And we're like, oh, you little secret haver.
Gertie also pointed out, not sure. We also went and talked to the security guard, Jerome Seinfeld.
That's the thing I missed.
Yes, that was the big thing.
Carlos Suarez Carlos Suarez came into the room and said, "Hey, do you know who Maggie is? Maggie E. Wise, who was a security guard from the other day that got spoilers got swallowed up by a television." And and nobody in the hospital knew who she was anymore, but everyone in the room did, and they sprinted to the security office only to find out that Jerome Seinfeld was returning and was there and is now the security guard. And then they got hit with waves of memory where they were realizing that they knew that Maggie was the security guard but is no longer, and that Jerome Seinfeld has been the security guard the whole time. Even though, they got brain blasted again. And with this information, they were able to look at the screens and look over the tape a little bit to confirm everything that they had thought. Jerome Seinfeld was sitting there the whole time, so he has been the security guard the whole time, and for some reason they just everything's wonky time-wise. So after that, they went back, devised a plan, and with Gertie and Derry following Declan, and eventually going off to make the kidney poster and talk to Olive, Teddy and Andolin are off to go talk to Mark in jail, and then do something else that I can't remember.
I think we were just planning on meeting back up with the rest of them at the Balder.
At the Balder Dash. As they all went off, the last thing we saw was Frankie in his room alone with his mom. And his mom had a very small conversation where she talked about how she had woken up while the Crowlum was kind of at the window, and wasn't sure if it was real or not, but was pretty sure it was, and asked him how he felt about it. And it seemed pretty chill, but like not positive. So then she left the room to go get him something, and as she was gone, his legs started to smoke out of the casts, and they set off the fire alarms, and Phoebe Fox ran back into the room to see that her son's legs were slightly on fire.
William, just one more thing for people who have been watching, not to interrupt the flow, but
No.
I think it is worth bringing up who Santa X is, because I know a couple of people have said, "Oh, where?"
We talked about that in a previous episode.
Okay, cool.
We talked about that in a previous episode that they hadn't seen yet.
Okay, cool.
Because it hadn't come out yet. We're pre-recording because
Because life is hard.
because life's hard. Yeah.
And how?
But if we do, like, Santa X is a name that Gertie and Derry gave to a particular mall Santa, because a pastime of theirs was to see mall Santas and then figure out who they were in the town of Bald. And Santa X is what they named the one Santa that worked at a mall that they had not seen outside of the mall Santa position. So they didn't know who they were. So they named that Santa X. It is not like there is a Santa X and there's this lore behind that person.
It's a Derry and Gertie thing, and apparently other people to a point, but we're in the very shallow end of the Santa X pool. So,
But to theorize about the lore is that it's really funny if there's this mystical figure who has theoretically, apparently time-altering powers, but they spend their season pretending to be in like a mall Santa. Like, that's how they choose to spend Santa season?
well, Santa X gives gifts to people, and that. Yeah.
What if it's the doctor?
Which doctor?
Like
The
who?
Dr.
Oh,
Saint
the
Adams.
doctor?
Yes.
Like who?
Like Doctor
Yes.
what? Who?
Who?
Okay, moving on.
Was it a bit, or do you
Doctor
actually
Wu.
think it's...
Yeah, Doctor Who.
I will never bring any other IP into this.
Santa X is on first.
No. You're thinking of the BBC thing. Franny means Doctor Who, like Dr. Seuss's Who's.
Yep.
Oh my god, okay.
Thanks for being here, Alex.
Do what I can.
Welcome to the
Can we play this
madness.
silly game?
Yes, we can. So, quick content warning before we absolutely dig into this. This show is almost entirely improvised. There's no telling what we'll get into. We have talked about feelings of remorse and death and suicidal ideation and harm to children and harm to people in general, self-harm, loneliness, claustrophobia. Those things have been touched on in the show all at one point or another, and it is possible they will be brought up again. If we come to something that you find yourself getting uncomfortable about and you need to stop the stream, do that. Be careful with yourself and treat yourself with care. If you want to know what happened, please reach out to any of us on social media and be like, hey, don't mention this thing, but what did I miss if you can tell me without that? And we will try as hard as we can to get that information to you without the part you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
So past that, Gertie and Derry.
Oh yeah.
You were just about to exit the family clinic.
We're riding a motorcycle.
Well, you were about to exit the family clinic. You were following Declan out. You likely hear the fire alarms going off.
I swear to God, if it's Frankie.
You want to assume it is or isn't Frankie? I'm worried we're going to lose our Declan chance if we don't keep an eye on him.
Declan's just like walking away. Goes, picks up his bike.
Okay,
We could split.
Mom, no. Mom should be.
Your mom's here. It should
Gets
be fine.
on the bike.
Just keep an eye on your phone, and we're
Okay.
continuing to move towards Declan.
Yeah,
She'll call us if something's
Yeah,
wrong,
she'll
right?
call, and also
Yeah.
if it is Frankie, I just don't want to know right now. Quite
Sure,
frankly.
of course.
Are you trying to make it look like you're not following Declan?
Yes.
Flight.
Flight. And I also want to roll, if you would be so kind as to allow me a brains, to see if I can figure out what's going on with the fire alarm.
Sure.
Tracking. So, heck yeah. Oh, awesome. My flight exploded. So that is a 14. A 12 for flight. But my brains was a 2. So,
Okay, you have no idea. Wait, you have no idea, and also you're very concerned that it's
Okay.
probably Frankie and something might be.
which means that Derry just seems anxious, but is not going to let Gertie.
Can I roll brains though as well as flight?
Sure. Yeah. Let's
Okay,
get 2 rolls.
please.
2 rolls.
Okay, I got a 2 for flight and then a 5 for brains.
Okay, cool. I think with your 5, given the way that you've been recently, you're pretty sure it's Frankie, and you're pretty sure it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Cool.
But
Did my
you
11
can
help
mark
her too at all?
adversity
Okay.
for your brains, and you can mark adversity for your flight.
Cool.
Derry, you were being real sneaky. You looked very
unassuming.
inconspicuous, but Gertie, on the other hand, did not look that way. And Declan turns back to look for a moment and sees the two of you. You just look casual as heck. Just you're walking out of the hospital.
Well, Derry's he's scrolling through his phone at nothing, so we can actually pay attention. But yeah.
But Gertie, on the other hand, for some reason, just looked like you were following Declan, and Declan looks back and then starts kicking it, just boom, zooming away from y'all.
Do you know how to drive a motorcycle?
Yes, I do. Let's do this. I know exactly how to drive a motorcycle.
I nearly killed Frankie at the beginning of this season with something like this. Do you want to hop on a nearby motorcycle?
Well, she knows how to drive one.
I know how to drive one.
She's 13.
Well, no, she's
You were
28.
8.
She's 28. Because of the time.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Do we want to?
I think we the scene goes as if Gertie rams up a motorcycle and she's like, "Come on, Derry!" and they do and then it turns out to just be a bubble thought, and she's like, "Okay, now let's just go ahead and just run
Car?
really quick."
Run.
Yeah,
Car.
yeah.
Run. Feet.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Yes.
let's get one new flight roll. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that fun combined one where I'm gonna have you. Which one of you?
Wait,
wants-
hold on. Don't look at it yet.
Well, it's too late.
Okay.
Gertie's doing it. You don't get to roll yours.
Okay.
Well,
I can help though. Yeah.
I got an 8.
I'll give
Oh,
3.
okay. 3. 8.
God, well, it's gonna be 11. Hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna be running, and there's a bike. Wait,
Yeah.
I'll give you the DC. 15.
Oh.
Okay, can I use adversity tokens?
Sure.
Okay.
Are all
you
of
have?
those bubbles your adversity tokens?
I think so, because I
That's what I've been doing too.
Yep.
I write a bubble when I got it from Sam.
All of those bubbles?
I think
Those bubbles? Franny, can I have my 3 back?
I think they are, because I never use my adversity
Oh my
tokens.
God.
Wait, but
Franny
really
used
though,
them.
when was the last time you
Franny.
remember Franny using an adversity?
No, that's a
token?
good point. Just
We're
bring it up to
always
20
wanna
so
know.
we can catch up to him and also not have him notice.
Okay, so what were we at? 11? 12?
Well, are you using your 3?
No,
no,
I'm
no.
taking mine back unless we need them.
Okay, so then you're at 8. So
Okay,
you're at 8.
9,
You need to
10,
get 15
11,
to
12,
keep up with
13,
Declan.
14, 15,
Oh my
16,
God.
17, 18,
Oh
19,
my
20.
God.
I'll do 20.
So you're getting us to 20.
Yeah.
Okay, quick question for anybody watching the YouTube. Can somebody check the math? Is that real? What?
That's wild.
Wait, comment the last time Franny used an adversity
She's a
token.
fox.
Yeah.
She's a fox.
I'm okay. All right.
I mean,
I have no idea. That might be right. I do not remember you using adversity tokens most of the time.
I mean, you don't have any strengths that use them, do you? Or treasure hunter, but
yeah,
Yeah.
but you barely use treasure hunter.
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
So 20.
All right.
Is that gonna let us catch up to him without him noticing that we're?
Oh yeah. As far
Wow.
as Declan is concerned, he has lost you.
Cool.
But you are.
Nice. We're on his bike.
You are on a.
You really are on a motorcycle.
Like stealthily, like lightly, like pounced on the back of his
You're
bike.
cutting through yards
Yeah.
and keeping up. Like you
For sure.
You know where Declan is going, and you're cutting him off beforehand.
Wait,
Keeping up
quick
with
cut to what
Declan
Declan says to
Rations.
himself now that he knows he's lost them.
Lost him.
Nice. Way to go, Declan.
Teddy, you and Andolin are in a car. You had left beforehand, so you weren't sticking around for Declan. You didn't hear
No.
the fire alarm.
Correct.
Not a big deal. Yeah,
Whose car is Andolin driving?
your dad's.
Okay.
Yeah. So you make it to the police station. That's where we're gonna start.
Okay. Then I
Andolin
think...
parks the car and gets out.
I don't actually... Did they just let you walk in and talk to... I didn't really think about what we were going to do when we actually got here. Do you think they're just going to let us walk in and talk to Mark?
It's a small town, and also they probably don't have a lot of people in jail most of the time. So I don't know
Yeah.
if even they know what to do in this situation.
That's true. Okay.
I mean, I know Sandra. I know Deputy Bing. It's probably not going to be a big deal.
Teddy
Also,
sets his shoulders. Okay, I'm following you.
also, there's one more person who interns here or something. Is it Leslie?
Leslie interns at the police station? In this one?
I think so.
Oh. I think she was
They.
I think they were student body president of the high school last time.
They're still. Oh no, they wouldn't be that yet. Yeah, I don't know. Well,
They're gonna get into a good college.
yeah, if they make it, because the world could end, with all the stuff.
No, you're right. So let's go.
You were walking and talking.
Yeah.
You got to the front door. Open up the door to the police station. Andolin after you.
No, I mean,
Yeah, okay, I'll go in first. That's fine. Andolin walks in.
okay,
Sandra is not there.
okay.
Deputy Bing is sitting at the desk in front there, feet up on the desk, just has a newspaper out.
Teddy just pokes Andolin.
And Andolin walks forward and just takes the top of the newspaper and folds it down a little bit. Hey.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't actually reading this. I just thought it would look like I was busy or something. Hello?
Hi.
Can I help you?
Well, you. I mean,
Yeah, we're here to talk to Mark.
Oh, you probably can't. Sorry, Mark's in jail.
And you hear in the back Mark go, "Hey. Hey.
hey, Mark.
Hey, what's up?
No, you can't. You cannot. Stop talking to each other. You're not allowed to do that.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, what's up? Hey.
We got a couple questions we
No,
want to
stop.
ask.
That's enough. That's the no questions.
Can we just?
Yeah, you can yell them. I can
Okay.
hear.
Well, we could just. It doesn't look like
If you
there's
know why
anything
I'm in
stopping
here-
us. I
Okay,
think we could
that's
just walk
enough.
down.
I think we've had enough.
Can you tell why? How did I get in here? What happened?
You were nope. There was a joyride.
You don't remember?
That's it. Hey, don't make me put you in there. No, then you'll talk. No, I don't even know who you are.
I'm Tank.
Tank. All right. Okay, Tank. No more talking.
What if I write a note and then you can take it back to Mark and then he can write the answer and bring it back to me. And then I'll
I
write
don't
an answer
think-
to that and you can take it back to him then. And
Hey,
then
that
he
sounds
can
like a
write-
good idea.
Yeah, Deputy Bing, I really
Let's
think
do
this
that. I
is
can still
like a
hear
good-
you. You must be in an echo spot or something.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Yeah, let me move.
Wait, hold on. Everybody, you're gonna need to. You take a step outside. I'll talk to you outside, and then we'll figure out what's gonna happen. Wait, I can't leave him alone. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna get Sandra on the line. I mean, Sheriff Talwa, and then hold on. Let me pick up this phone and dial a number. Boo 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 and beep beep beep. Hey Sandra. Yeah, there's a. I don't know what to do. I don't. Can you come up? Yeah, no.
Teddy turns to Andy. He's like, "We can just It doesn't look like there's any. We can just walk back there. I'm pretty sure. Like there's
there's no way.
There's no thing.
There's no way
He can
stop us.
What's he gonna do? Arrest us?
Good point. Yeah, Annalyn just starts walking by there. No wait, don't hop over.
Sorry.
There's a little. Well, you're hopping it. Please don't. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. Yes, Andrew. Sorry. I mean, Sheriff Tallwell. No, they're nobody's hopping anything. Nobody's. Mark is hopped up. Mark Hoppus is. Oh no. I'm sorry. I was listening to the new Blink 182. I don't know what to say. And Annalyn just keeps going. Bing actually gets up and is rushing over and gets between you and Mark. You're gonna get me in a lot of trouble.
We could just do the notes thing. If you just said yes
you're
to
not
the notes thing,
nobody's supposed to talk. There's no visitation.
He's not in prison yet. You're just suspecting him of a crime.
Wait, I'm not in prison?
I mean, you're in jail, but you're not in prison yet. You haven't been convicted of anything.
I'm not. Well, I know my rights. Let me go. That's
not. Well, wait.
We're not in prison. Let me go.
Not how that works.
You don't know your rights.
I know my rights. Let me go.
Yeah, I know my rights.
Icon.
Hey, I don't. You have to tell me why I'm in jail, or you have to let me go. You were speeding and you evaded a police officer. I don't remember doing that. I don't remember doing that. You're lying. You planted me there.
I would like to roll charm.
Go for it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna roll it and then I'm gonna make my pitch.
I love it.
That's a 6.
6 on a 6.
That's an 11.
That'll do it. Yeah, do it. This is your. I will tell you, you are kind of just barely getting Bing to let you talk to Mark right now.
I really think you should let us talk to Mark right now.
Frankie, in the hospital room, your legs have just gotten put out by your mom. Just like patting it, like taking a blanket and patting it down. Nurses like rush into the room, looking around. Carlos looks at both of you with wide eyes. What happened here? Was it faulty? Oh no, there's smoke. Hey.
CJ, Nurse Juarez, what is the, how many documented cases of spontaneous foot combustion have you seen at this hospital? That face is like none.
None.
None? Yeah. Well, change that number to 1.
All right, you're telling us that you just had a spontaneous foot combustion.
I think maybe you and me and Mom should just like talk real quiet for a minute since there's no real emergency.
Oh yes,
for
of course.
else.
The rest of you nurses, I'm sure this is just a story from a child. Please leave the room. And
Yeah.
all of them are like, good. I hate kids.
God,
Also,
these
it's like
nurses
6 a.m.,
suck.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 7:30 or
Okay.
8. It's like 8 a.m. right
Oh,
now.
okay. So they've been awake for like 4 hours.
Yeah, so they all leave and Carlos is there with you. So what happened?
I can't give you a straight answer, but I can.
I am Frankie Fox.
But I am Frankie Fox, and my feet caught fire. I was sitting here. I was sleeping. Wasn't a good sleep. And then my feet caught fire.
Carlos leans in real close. Is this like when you were running through the crowd and you went and destroyed the statue in front of everyone and you were on fire and you were flying around like the Human Torch?
I can't say yes, but I can't say there is anything else on my mind.
Well, you have a visitor. So I'm gonna go get them, but don't turn on fire again. What? And Carlos gets really close now. If you're able to turn on fire,
I swear, I will only use my powers for neutral.
Well, that isn't what I was gonna wonder about, but now I'm very concerned. Does that mean that the person is back who can do the thing that controls my mind? Am I gonna turn into a mindless drone that walks around and tries to hurt the people I love?
That sounds like a terrible nightmare, so I'm just gonna tell you no.
Oh, thank God. Okay, all right. Well, I'll go let those two in.
Hang on, real quick. Shit. Okay, cool. I just wanted to roll a quick charm to see, like, because
See how well you're selling it.
yeah, because I have no answer, so I'm just saying no to be like, yeah, don't worry about it. So yeah, don't worry
You got
about
11.
it. Yeah, 10. Yo, 11. You're right.
+1 for being
I'm a child.
I'm a child.
I'm a
I'm a
child.
child. I'm on fire, and I'm a child.
Okay, so Carlos.
No, of course not.
Carlos leaves and feels. It seems like actually.
I mean, this is strange, but there's still a lot of jumps before we're there yet, Carlos. So just don't worry about it. I mean,
Hey,
it's strange, so keep your eyes open, but just don't worry about it.
you get it better than I do, so I trust you. Carlos
You really
leaves.
should.
Carlos really leaves. Gertie,
What's up?
you. Would you stop Declan before Declan gets to Shays, or would you just nope? You're so.
I have the idea to try to see what's
Yeah,
gonna happen when he gets there and try to listen.
Okay, so Declan parks bike outside of Shays, looks around one final time, and then does a yes to himself and goes and knocks on the door.
Can I roll to hack or have hacked into Declan's phone and be monitoring the microphone?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We'll see.
Cool.
19.
19.
I mean, we had a lot of time at the hospital.
And Gertie's got a lot.
And Derry
God.
sleepwalks.
18 plus 3, 21. I'm not going to use any adversity tokens.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay. So I
Wait,
think we're
but can you just play this like you did it in your sleep and are only now discovering that you did that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he, like, literally, like, he had set up the program. He's been, like, thinking about doing something like this for a while, and he, like, had done Declan as a test, and he was, like, looking through his hacking program, and got to when he was like, oh my god, I'm logged into Declan.
How'd you
Went
do
through-
that?
I don't know. I was running it, and I had a couple hacking things left to do, and I guess I did them when I was sleeping.
Okay, does he say anything about us?
No, we can listen. We can listen.
Oh my god.
You were running a
Wait.
I
brute
do
force hash.
want you to, as Derry, to keep in mind the implications of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's not out of character for Derry, but it is not good. Yes, I mean it is worth acknowledging that this is a
Crime.
It is a crime. Yeah. Yeah.
This is what we call a felony.
Yeah.
I actually, Derry, if you want to listen to them, that's fine. And then,
Tell me about it.
yeah. And then, and then if there's anything pertinent immediately to us, like if any of us are in danger, you just let me know. But otherwise, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah. I mean, should I not listen? Because I shouldn't listen, but I need to. This is different. This is different
I mean,
somehow
yeah, I guess.
because he's hiding things from us, and that.
I can't.
And
Now,
we-
it's Declan's kind of burned in my brain. I keep hearing his voice echoing, saying, "It's a secret."
It's a secret.
I'm hearing it right now.
Oh, you're hearing it from the
No.
phone. Okay.
What he says.
Well, look.
Why does everyone want to know? It's good. I'm trying as hard as I can.
Well, that's not exactly what I remember him saying, but it was something like, it's a secret, and I want you to know. And I want you to. Anyway, it's amazing that this suddenly is like.
It's no different. Look, we were gonna go in. I mean, I was planning on going in and like listening with my ears anyway. Well, this isn't different, right? It's spying, which is okay sometimes, and this is a time where it's okay.
Is this show suddenly the United States propaganda? Spying
to
is
the
How about
justification. This is
Derry, how about this? Okay, now that we know that we have information readily at our hands, I think we save it. We don't listen to it right now, and we just we
I could just
continue.
create a log of it. That's not much better, but it's a little.
Wait, what?
I can just like record it to listen later. Is that what you mean?
Wait, what? Wait.
Finish what you're saying.
Okay, I was just gonna say we continue following. Oh no.
Declan?
Yes. And just just be sneaky that way because that seems a little less intrusive.
Can I get flight rolls from both of you again?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Okay, that was 2 1s.
Yeah, so 2 for me.
Yeah.
But what am I doing? Because I do have unassuming.
Yeah, I mean, you can use unassuming right now, I suppose.
If this is like.
Well, it's just like somebody.
Can I mark adversity?
Somebody's walking by. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You're using assuming right now?
I'm using unassuming, yeah, just to like. I mean, I would like to have been in a hidden state anyway.
Okay, then yeah. Where are you currently, both of you?
I was imagining like a bush across the street.
Great. That's also what I was imagining.
Name of title. Bush across.
Bush across the street. Well, I guess Gertie, you're at least slightly visible right now. So what happens is you hear a voice. What are you doing in this bush, Gertie?
Wow.
Like just walking, like coming from the sidewalk, and it is Larry Gossery,
Oh yeah.
who is there with one of the other goth kids, and
Yes.
and let's get a little bit of a description of who they see.
I'm out of character for a moment.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, or Raven, as he prefers to go by, which nobody calls him that.
Cool.
He desperately
He wants
wants
to be called
everybody
Raven.
to call him that, but nobody calls him that. Regardless of the time of year, regardless of the temperature, he is always wearing heavy leather black pants with a big wallet chain hanging down, a large black leather trench coat that's clearly, like, he's 14, so he clearly took this from, like, maybe his dad or something like that. It's not his coat, for sure.
Sure.
And then he's got a Black Slayer t-shirt on.
Sweet.
Slayer.
And of course his long hair is just
Yeah.
always in his face. And it's unlike mine, it's actually like greasy and just grungy.
Yes, unlike yours.
Unlike mine.
Yes.
I can barely get to hang my face right.
And just so this is obvious, Derry, in this timeline, we've set up that you're friends with the goth kids.
Yes.
You're close to them. You know exactly who Raven is.
Cool.
You know.
We are friends of a sort.
Yes, you know each other. Raven knows.
We
Like
hang
everyone
out.
knows who Raven is.
Yeah.
But Derry is the only one who like hangs out with the goth kids generally. So they're the only two that are kind of close. And this for you as well, Raven. You would be friends with Derry. So that's who you see. Is it just time to?
The darkness. Oh wait, he's not visible.
Yeah,
Derry is
Derry's not visible. Okay.
New choice.
Is it just?
Never mind.
Is it just? I didn't have the dark. Whoa.
Whoa.
Good catch. Is it just time to hide in a bush? Is that what we are doing today, Gertie? Why are you shushing me?
Larry, be quiet.
Wait, hold on.
Larry.
Raven,
Do you have
Did
to
you
talk
hear
so
that?
Can you at least whisper?
I am whispering.
It's all meaningless.
It's the best you can do.
Do you hear Derry?
Yes, Larry, I'm in your head and I need you to be so quiet. Remember micro-whispering? Remember we talked about micro-whispering? Can you micro-whisper for me, Larry?
Do you hear that, Raven?
Okay. It's closer.
Do I hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. In fairness, this guy's not very observant. So, hearing that, I very obviously
Just look around everywhere.
Larry starts looking around as well. Where is that coming from?
Can you at least get your phones out and pretend you're filming something like for theater class or something?
Raven doesn't have a phone.
Oh,
I don't film things.
why not? I feel like you could be a great director. You have a lot of emotion built in.
It's all just empty and pointless. Why bother?
I mean, I feel that sometimes, but Larry,
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy, and Larry comes around. Where are you? Are you like just in the bush?
In the bush, yeah.
Larry parts part of the bush to look at you. Oh, that's where you are.
Yeah. Everyone get in here if you're gonna be
You
here.
want me to get inside the
They're gonna
bush?
be here, Gertie.
it's gonna get too.
I'm just
cold.
gonna pop over Larry's shoulder like Cousin It.
Cool. Hey, Tommy.
Oh, I hate
It's
Tommy.
Raven.
I know.
We
I'm sorry.
all discussed we were going to start calling him Raven.
That's fair, Larry. Can go ahead and actually call him that.
For real? Oh, okay.
No, yes, he's been asking for 3 years. We just thought
If it's time, I was waiting for the approval of the council, but if we're on it, if we're good,
the council approved.
Raven, pleasure to meet you.
Yes. So far, you and I will be the only two calling him Raven. The rest of the crew is having a hard time.
Well, we'll get to him, you know.
They say they get halfway through and they start to laugh. It's a problem.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah, they say Ray. But you know, with The Force Awakens coming out, it's a problem.
I was doing the calendar math on
Yeah.
that. Okay. We're doing secret things. Can you just
We're
like
playing a very extensive game of hide and
It's
seek.
like an ARG situation.
And what does ARG mean?
It's an alternate reality
We
game.
make a flight check and just disappear. They asked for
I'll
this.
join that.
Awesome. I'm rolling terribly. 5.
5, great.
So I think I disappear as I step behind the lamppost and just stand.
Okay, so you can mark adversity. So you see Raven go and like just stand directly behind a lamppost.
The arms on either
Actually, the
side.
best he can do.
And you see that, and then you see Shay and Declan, who are they're in the home of Shay's home. There's a family window, like that family window that leads into the family room. Just a big window on the side of the house, and they were both on the couch sitting there talking,
Staring out the window.
and this caught their attention. They were talking to each other, but then they look out, and one realized we should have closed the blinds. And 2, see this kid just standing behind a lamppost. And so you see both Declan and Shay, hands pressed up against their eyes so they can see out the window, looking right at Raven.
That phone hack's looking pretty good right now.
I am a shadow.
No one can see you. You are the night. Though it is 8:30 in the morning.
The previous night.
We are early risers, late to sleep.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Late to bed, early to rise. Makes a boy have saggy eyes.
Which is the desired look of the goth.
Desire. What is this?
Nothing but a pain
Nothing we
among us
have.
all.
Is Larry Buddhist?
I don't know.
He's leaning into this.
Maybe.
He's
I've been looking into it. It seems pretty cool.
Darius is looking at Gertie like, I am so sorry.
And Gertie's just like she's like frozen in this position. She's just like, as long as they don't see me, I think I'll be fine. And if we just keep an eye on the door to make sure they don't come out.
The door opens. Hey,
Do not
Tommy.
rat us out. Tommy, do not rat us out.
Tommy? What are you doing behind that lamppost over there?
Gertie's like, oh no, she can't now.
Tommy is going to quickly grab the edging of his trench coat, flaring over the top of himself as he spins to hide behind like a mail post box.
All right, let's give me a flight because I want to.
I want to ask Williams.
I assume this has to be a ridiculous
I can't
target
wait for you to
number.
roll a nat 20. Disappear.
It'll probably happen, but
I feel like the 20 is more like, is this like
14, that's respectable.
14 is respectable. Yeah.
I need to ask before more things happen.
Okay.
And this is more a question of like how this street is laid out and where we are respective to Shay and Declan.
Right across the street from the
Right
house.
across the street, yeah. But as far as like what's around, could I, having not given myself away yet, leverage my continued unassuming to try to use this as an opportunity to get closer to them and possibly into the house to hide?
Yeah, I mean, you spent 2 adversity tokens. I'd like you to be able to use it. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, just like while they're really obviously distracted, like try to get as close to, if not into the house as I can. And I mean, Gertie should come too. It's just that I know that Derry is very likely to get in there.
No,
So,
I
like,
know that
yeah.
was in character.
So-
Gertie.
oh, sure.
Like, not that she
Yeah.
would know what you're
Like-
thinking.
You should leave the phone.
Yeah, I mean, God, yeah. Declan, wow, no, I've done it. Derry will hand Gertie his phone and say, "You probably shouldn't, but if you need it, it's the button that says bad.
It's the button that says crimes.
I'm gonna sneak into the house.
I'm staying here.
You can come, but you know, it's just I'm super sneaky, and it's not that you're not sneaky, but just comparatively, and I have to go like now.
Okay.
Your heart is still racing so fast."
How do I? Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Never mind. Okay, I'll see you later.
Sure.
Yeah, what were you about to say?
Y'all make me nervous.
I make you nervous.
Yes.
Do you want to come with me?
Well, not in a bad way. Just like I don't know how to interact with y'all. You say really like scary stuff about not having feelings.
Gertie, just think of them as living poetry. It's beautiful.
Okay.
They're just incredibly cultured.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to think about the way that they are, not the.
Is that you walking away? So with your
I pictured you like sliding the crawl space under the house.
So when you with your 14, you get behind the mailbox. You're not out of sight, but you with the 14 you have just made Declan be like, "Oh, okay, you're just have fun, cool. I like to pose and do stuff too." Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go back inside now. Bye, Tommy.
I'm gonna quick jump up on top of the mailbox, assuming it's one of those like full like U.S. Post.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, this is a terrible
I'm
idea.
gonna quick jump on the.
And as he's turning his back to head back into the house, I'm gonna try to draw his attention again and go, "Witless mortals, fear my wrath."
Charm.
This is like an anti-charm.
7.
Okay. That's actually Declan like turns back around. And is like, and Declan turns around just as you're getting to the point where you can get inside the house.
I want to like sneak in, just like almost like brushing up against Declan. Just he's turning so he doesn't see me as I go, and just like.
Great. Cool. So yeah, you do that, and Declan's like, okay, I'm not a witless mortal. I'm probably a witless mortal. Let's be honest. I would go back inside now.
I will smite ye where ye stand.
Well, not if I move. And Declan backs up.
Gertie in the bush.
I'm gonna charge at him
Oh my god!
Okay.
without the actual intent of
Her
doing
doing
anything.
Yeah.
Gertie's like
But
become the emoji. That's
Trying
like.
to basically provide the perception that I am going to do
Oh
something.
yes.
I want to
Okay.
say,
Cool.
if you're a listener only viewer, watch at least this scene just for Franny's reactions. It's all been really good. Incredible face acting from Franny Morrison over here.
So
I mean it,
yeah,
I mean
let's get maybe a let's see, a grit or something. You want to look imposing, so that's kind of charm,
Oh yeah.
because you're
I
not
can do
actually
charm.
trying to hurt
I can do
anyone.
a charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like intimidation, maybe.
That exploded. There it is.
Nice.
And a 1.
You know, 9.
Yeah. What do you want out of this situation?
My objective is to get him to freak out in a way where he's going to dive off to the side rather than actually heading back into the house. I'm essentially trying to just buy Derry some more time.
Okay. I got you. To find
Cool.
like a hiding spot
Yeah,
inside.
Which I
Cool,
still have to
cool.
do.
Yeah, that exactly will happen. Like Declan like dives to the side. He's like, okay, it's not my house. You don't go in there, but I can't go in there. I mean, what do you want, Tommy? I'm sorry. Do I owe you money?
Raven!
Raven! It's Raven. Hey everyone, I'll call all of my friends and tell them right now. Hey, it's Raven.
And I'm going to try to disappear as this is happening.
Fight.
8.
Yeah, you throw
I
your,
don't have the whole disappearing.
you throw your
part
trench
down.
coat back up. You throw your trench coat back up, and you just just
Stand
go
there
across
statuesque.
for a moment, and then just tiptoe back across the street. Like,
Oh, you just see his
okay. Sorry, Raven. Sorry, Raven. Oh my God. Okay. And then Declan goes back inside. Give me a flight to find a good place to hide. It'll be lower because you're unassuming right now, the DC, so.
That's a 6.
6. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah. You go in and you avoid Shay,
Cool.
who is still seated in the living room.
I feel like Shay's been just like watching the
Yeah,
whole time, like
that
out the
whole
window,
thing,
being
like-
just like
Yeah, definitely.
If Derry can be in like a Lazy Susan or something.
Inside of it?
Inside a Lazy Susan and like turned a little bit, so even if they open the first door, they're not going to see him. So like a door that would reveal a Lazy Susan, he's like still obscured. So he's listening and like can see through a crack.
Okay.
Is that too good for a 5?
What is a lazy Susan?
It's not like,
okay,
it's
so
like
it's
a-
not just me.
It's like it spins. It's like a spinning cupboard
It
cabinet
spins.
situation.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know.
okay.
Yeah. It's like one of those corner cabinets
Yes.
that
Yeah.
spins, so you can put your like
Yeah.
Cheez-Its and stuff in there.
Huge Lazy Susan if Derry is
Derry's
capable of fitting.
like 11. Like
He's a little guy.
I have never seen a Lazy Susan in my life that I knew anyone that could fit inside of.
Well, here's one.
Okay. Shay's got a huge Lazy Susan.
you can get inside of a lazy Susan. That's fine with me.
Cool.
You're not in the living room. You're in
Yeah.
the kitchen, which is it's just a big open area connected to the living room anyway.
I was able to
It's
see
not like a
and-
doored
yeah.
off area, so yeah, you're good.
See and hear.
So you are in there, and Declan gets back inside of the house, closes the door, and locks it, and walks back over to Shay, and just goes, "Oh, I thought for sure that was gonna be like Gertie or Derry or something, because they were following me before, but I lost them. I lost them real good. And there's no, oh, they know I'm coming here. Oh my gosh." Well, they're probably just gonna be waiting for me outside now, and Shay just goes like, well, okay, let's let that. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we're making a poster or something. Oh no, we're not making a poster. So and you're hearing a bit of this. Basically the what you're I'll say it in Declan's voice, but the thing that you hear is I'm gonna say it.
Okay, let's try to whisper.
Okay, so everybody's pretty caught up on like sort of what's going on. He fogged up the window and told him he was like trying to help, so that's like a good start. Because at least now they're pretty sure. I mean, there's a possibility that he is trying to help, which makes stuff so much easier for you and me. Oh my gosh. So that's what you're hearing so far. Gertie, outside, what are you doing?
So, butterfly wings seem to be kind of a symbol in my life that I've come across. Do you like butterfly wings? They seem very delicate, like you.
I enjoy the death moth.
Oh my god.
Death Moth Tarkin.
How about you, Larry?
I too am a fan of the Death Moth.
Well,
You want to see pictures?
Sure. Wait a minute. Are they the ones that have the skulls on the back of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course.
And actually, that's a defense mechanism, isn't it?
What are you trying to say?
You know, when you think about it.
Teddy, you and Angela.
Wait. I want to know exactly what Bing said when the only thing I said to him was, I think we need to talk to, or I would appreciate it if you let us talk to Mark now.
Heavy sigh and just walked away.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you've been talking to Mark, and here, I'll get us in media res here. Yeah. So of course I don't remember anything. I mean, because I don't even think I did
Nothing at all?
it. No, I mean, okay. Hold on. The last thing I remember was getting burgers.
That's it. I mean, I remember more than that.
Oh, I remember you stole. Yeah, he stole your love note.
We talked about it already.
Oh, okay.
Not. I mean,
Who is it from?
Well, it's not important. I mean, this isn't public information, right? Like, I shouldn't. Should I tell people?
Andolin's just like,
Should I?
saying, like, cut it. I'm like, no.
It's not important.
Do y'all remember? Like,
Also,
why were you
like,
in my car? Like,
Is there?
what?
There's not.
A thing?
There's.
What?
I just want to make sure.
About what? Who are you talking to right now?
To the both of them.
And Andolin's me like, oh my god.
Well, Mark had your number.
No.
And then, like,
I don't know how Mark got my
anyone
number.
would be happy to get. I mean, anyone would. It's
Hey,
anyway.
like,
It's not important.
it's not important how I got your number. Okay, just I got it.
I mean, it is super weird that you have Andy's number.
Well, I looked it up online.
That's doesn't help. That's almost worse.
What? No, I mean like it's just there. So.
Okay.
And,
So
and I was like, hold on, where did you find it exactly so that I can take it down? Oh, it's still connected to your MySpace.
you had a MySpace?
What? Can you ask the questions you're supposed to be asking?
Okay. So we got burgers.
Did you say burpers?
No, I said burgers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got burgers.
I just misspoke.
I give you a hard time. You try to throw my phone out the window.
Yeah, you text. Okay, that's not what happened. You texted my sister with the stuff that I was talking about that I explicitly didn't want her to know in the back seat of your car. And Gary
suddenly
was the one who
someone
made
has
us
a
get in
clear
your...
memory.
So we got burgers.
Uh-huh.
And then what? We drove a little ways, and then
I was driving you back. I was driving
right?
you back to the family clinic. I hit. Okay,
What
so
did
a
you
squirrel like ran across the top of my car, like the king squirrel.
The what?
The king squirrel. You know Bald's king squirrel?
Is that a thing from this one?
What?
He turns to Andy. Is that a thing from this one?
I have no idea what. I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so we're on the same page. That
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
exist.
that's
Okay.
nothing.
Okay.
No, it is something. When I
no.
hit the thing, it looked really big, so I named it the king squirrel.
Okay. You know what? Actually, I kind of like the idea of Bald having its own cryptid.
Yeah, the king squirrel. Bald's. What's a cryptid?
It's this thing. It's
Wait,
an
it's
animal
gonna take a
that's
long
not-
time because you should be getting me out of jail. Because it's your fault that I'm here. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you don't remember anything, so how do you know that?
That's exactly what someone would say if they had done it, and wanted me to not know.
I was
then-
literally I wasn't even in your car. I was in the woods.
Oh, very crafty of you to get away from the scene of the crime. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You put me in that car?
Mark.
Is this payback for me telling your sister that you're a bad brother?
I don't think you hit a squirrel, even a king squirrel.
Oh, like a queen squirrel. I didn't mean to be like misogynistic.
No,
And then he like winks at Andolin, and I was like, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Mark, I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of starting to like not enjoy this, but I do need.
Wait! And he grabs the bars and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for you. You're having such a
You were
hard time."
speeding.
I don't.
It was you.
Why?
You were speeding.
but
You
why
were the
though?
one that was speeding.
I don't speed.
That's why you're in jail. That's
don't-
what Sandra said. Why are you?
I only speed when I'm racing someone, and I was not racing nobody.
So who were you racing, Mark?
No one. I don't know. Like there was a cop. If Sandra had pulled me over, I would have.
Who were you racing?
I don't know. I don't remember. Leave
Then
me alone.
what did you hit with your car? What did it look like exactly?
I barely saw it, but I mean, I could call it a monarch squirrel if that's like a neutral term.
I'm not catching on the.
A monarch is a
And
royal
Teddy
figure.
Teddy just turns to Andalin.
I am really glad Mark's in jail right now.
Yeah, we're kind of on the same page.
Hey, hold on. You said that really loud. I'm right here.
Teddy turns back to the jail cell. Mark, okay. I think that we did have something to do with you getting in here, but I don't know.
you.
But I don't know.
Hey,
wait,
right here, deputy.
wait. But I don't know. I don't know what, and I'm trying to figure it out. And honestly, your best chance of getting out of here is helping us figure out what that is. So, do you remember anything?
Okay.
Anything?
All right, calm
What
down.
did
Leave me. Oh my God. Just ask me the question and then stop talking, because you're freaking me out. Like when you say a question and then you say it again louder. I was just like, it stresses me out. What was the question?
What?
Do I remember? Oh yeah,
you
okay,
remember?
cool. I have a great memory, so this is weird.
Poor Mark has not been able to smoke since he got arrested.
Let's see. So we got burgers. I started driving you back to the family clinic. You tried to throw my phone out the window. You're a bad brother. Let's see. And then I hit the royal squirrel. And then you got out of the car to check on it, and then you got hit by a car.
What?
Yeah, no, like you ran out of the car, and I remember thinking like, oh, this is just like in movies when you see someone like walk across the street without looking both ways, and you're like, you're gonna get hit by a car. And that's like what you did, and then you got hit by a car, and I was like, oh, whoops. I like just like called that into existence. The thing like kind of came out of nowhere. We were on a residential street, so it's like,
What?
it was like,
What kind of car was it? Was it a white pickup
yeah,
truck?
it was a white truck. Yeah. Did I chase the truck?
I think you chased the truck.
Why would I do that?
I don't. Well, I have some idea.
And he reaches into his pocket. Why do I have $40?
I don't know. Why do you have $40?
I was wondering where this came from.
Oh no. Can I?
Did the king squirrel give me $40?
No, I think. Hey Mark, just a hypothetical. Put yourself in the driver's seat of a car with a bunch of kids in the back.
Okay, I love improv. Let's do this.
And a white pickup truck.
Hold on. Okay. Let me get into my mind.
Okay.
All right, here you go. I got some kids in my car. One's really annoying and a bad brother.
One
and the
has
other's
just
pretty okay.
Yeah, sure. One
All
has
right.
just run out of the car and has returned and said, "We need to follow that car." What would you have said?
I said no way.
What if someone had offered you $40?
I would have said buckle up.
And Teddy just turns to Andy. Teddy just turns to Andy. I think we were chasing Santa X, but I can't remember it.
Okay. And then the door to the police station opens, the front door, and Sandra Totwell walks in. All right, okay, everybody, pack it up, get out of here.
Mark,
Hey, back there. No, we're talking. Come on.
Okay, we're gonna get you out of here.
You're done.
Maybe.
Hey, I don't know.
Honestly, you seem kind of gross a little bit, so maybe I don't know. But probably we're gonna get you out of here. So just hold on.
I mean, like, well, you try to shower when you're in a jail cell, and Anna's like, you've been here for like 6 hours. What are you talking about? You were gross before you got it.
Okay, and Teddy is like walking away. It's like, okay, we're leaving.
Yeah,
We're going.
Sandra
We're
comes
going.
up. Hey, wait, and Sandra stops you for a second. You're Tank, right? Tank?
Yeah.
Do I know you? I've seen you around a bit. You hang out with the other kids, Derry and Gertie and Frankie and stuff? You were at the gorge.
Yeah.
You were at the Thompsons now?
Yeah.
Andelin just starts like scooting you away, and Sandra's like, "Well, hold
Hey,
on,
wait, Sandra. Do you remember anything before this year? Do you remember me before this year?
Shh, didn't you just move here? Should I?"
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, and Andelin's like scooting you out, and like leans in and goes, "Hey, don't ever talk to cops. Don't. There's no reason.
I just wanted
There's
to...
no reason.
You talked to Bing.
Yeah, to get us to Mark. Okay,
How is that,
there's
not a violation of the rule that you just set up?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna use the exception to the rule to prove to you that you're wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. And she walks out and gets back in the car to drive to the Balderdash.
Yeah, let's go.
Frankie. The room opens up and the first thing you see is Baba Vahid being pushed into the room by Taran Takahashi.
Takahashi, all right.
It would be only a matter of time.
And Vahid, I thought it would be good if we came to check on you because I haven't seen you since you crumpled to the bottom of the gorge.
Crumpled is a very accurate statement.
Are you okay?
Yeah, these aren't my real teeth either. Can you tell?
Oh, these aren't mine either.
Wait. Probably. Can I have your teeth?
No.
Wait,
gross.
Baba Vahid, can I have your teeth? Oh my god.
He fell.
Oh,
You're not even at the table.
Not even in the table.
Okay, hang on. All right. Can I have your teeth?
It's a 1.
Yeah, you rolled a 1. No, you can't have Baba Vahid's teeth.
Darn it. Hey, Taryn.
Darn it.
Yeah,
Have your teeth.
Taryn wheels Baba Vahid over and then leaves the room. Has not said a word to you, but has looked at you, but has not said a word. And then immediately comes back into the room with a second wheelchair. And it is empty.
You're busting me out of here.
We're
gonna go do crimes. Or fight crimes.
We're not,
I'm frankly cool with either.
I'm not gonna hang out with you. But
she said, hanging out with me.
I'm not gonna hang out with you, but I just thought
that you'd teach me martial arts.
No, I'm only doing that with Derry. So don't get thoughts in your head. I heard about what happened and I wanted to come and God, I hate you so much.
It's so cute when you don't know how to handle your emotions. You know, I think it's just best to be honest with yourself. Because, Taryn, I think you're not really like, you don't really talk it out, but it's just like you feel so much. And you try to hide it with fighting. And I think it's cool that you're stoic, but I just want you to know it's okay to be honest with your feelings around me.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm going to put you in this wheelchair. And I'm going to take you outside of the family clinic. And Phoebe is like sitting there like, Hold on, wait a minute. You come in the room. Sorry, you're not doing nothing to wheelchair. He's got to stay in here for at least a week, and his legs just caught on fire. So it's probably gonna be longer than that, if I'm being completely honest. So just pack up your wheelchair. It's wonderful to see you, Baba Vahid. What? Are you kidding me? I'm not leaving the room. I'm not being cool either. I'm being the opposite of cool. I'm being stone hot. That's what I'm doing. What are you doing, Taran Takahashi? Oh, it's so important. Taran Takahashi's here, and Taran wants to put me in a wheelchair and wheel me back into the gorge and kill me. That's what she wants.
Taran Takahashi wants to wheel me into a gorge. Wheel me into a gorge.
If Taran Takahashi wants to okay, fine. All right, you want to be wheeled into a gorge by Taran Takahashi? I'll let you get wheeled into a gorge by Taran Takahashi. On the way down, how about you just spontaneously combust and then turn into a little fireball? How about that?
That'd be incredibly cool if I turned into a fireball after being wheeled into a gorge by Taran Takahashi.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. How about you get in that wheelchair and wheel away from me forever, okay?
I turned to Taran Takahashi.
She and Baba Vahid have just been like...
Tennis match.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I take him? No, you may not. See how that feels? I'm in charge. You can't leave this hospital without me signing off. I'm your legal guardian.
All right. I'm going to try and, like, side-eye. Call my dad.
Do you want her to not hear that?
No. I don't think there's any reasonable way. Like, if I'm obviously, like,
Yeah.
you know, giving them something.
Franklin, the only way I'm letting you out of this hospital anytime before the week is up is if that little dog comes back in the room. Wait, you have BB, don't you? Yeah, actually, if that little dog wakes up and starts glowing, starts licking your wounds, and you just heal right up. Like just,
BB,
just
I
fine.
really need you to come to clutch right now. I need you to come to clutch right now.
And BB looks up at you and barks twice, and then stands up on your chest, and just is really concentrating for a moment, and then circles your chest, and then lays down, and starts falling asleep.
Well, she tried.
That's very adorable. But it was not healing, so you are not going anywhere. And Baba Vahid goes.
Babahid?
Baba Vahid then is like, wait, okay, we don't technically need to take you out of the family clinic. We can stay here. We can do that. We just wanted to catch up and talk. I want to know how you're doing.
Well, aside from virtually reality, every bone, my bone's not good.
Your bones not good?
My bone's not
Like the
good.
plural? Like your bones?
No, like my singular bone, because it's like your skeleton's all one bone, you know?
Not true.
Well, hold on. Have you considered?
Unless.
But I mean, think about it. Like, I mean, who's to say? Because I mean, you only see skeletons in dead people, right? After which point you've already died. So once you start dying, then your skeleton starts decomposing. You know. So while you're still alive, your skeleton's all in one piece. You know, it's just one single bone. But once you die, that's when it starts breaking apart into multiple pieces.
You only see skeletons in dead people is something I'm not sure I agree with.
So
I don't know. I don't read a lot of books on like medicine. I like other things. I have hyper-specific areas of knowledge.
Taryn comes over and leans up against you.
What you smell like?
Like an old book.
And death.
Worldly.
An old book about death. So a very old book.
But Taryn leans in and Phoebe's like, "Hi, anything you're gonna whisper, you can tell a room."
Whisper away.
And Taryn looks at Phoebe for a moment and then just out loud says, "We need you to come out of the hospital because we need to show you something. I don't want your parents involved because I don't want them to get all freaked out and stop us from doing it."
Oh.
Yeah, should have whispered that one. Not leaving the hospital. Oh, well, hold on. Phoebe, let me bribe you. Do you want a cupcake? My family also has a lot of money, and I can just give me a number to buy your child
I mean,
for the day.
Oh no, Baba Vahid.
Just for a moment.
no.
Just for a moment. To take it's think of it as a ticket.
Riverdale territory here.
I'm like the purchase of a ticket to go to on a fun amusement park ride. Yeah, I don't need money. We're doing all right. You know. Also, you're up to something, and I don't like. Just tell me what it is. Just tell me what it is. I think you'd be surprised with the things that I would let Frankie do.
Mom.
Yeah.
Can I go? I think I know why they need me, and I think I know why I think you and Dad shouldn't know. I have an idea. I don't know, but I do have an idea. And I think this is one of those times that I think as your child and who has done things most children don't do, I think this is one of those times where I would just really appreciate it if you can trust me on this one. And I know you can trust Taryn Takahashi to keep me safe, warrior princess that she is. And I mean, Baba Vahid is not an individual of sinister intent, and they'll just bring me right back.
Roll charm.
And I just really need you to trust me on this one, though. That's going to be 5.
+3 because you're a
Well, 4
wait,
plus 1 since I'm a child.
I'm saying with the, or no, that's for boys. I'm thinking of teens. Yeah. So yeah, that's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
5.
I have adversity tokens.
Okay. Well, let's say it's a 7.
Cool. Then I will spend those 2 adversity tokens.
Because that was a very good speech. I liked that.
Yeah.
And I think it was pretty convincing. So, yeah. So your mom begrudgingly looks at you and then looks back at Baba Vahid first, kind of concerned but lovingly, and then looks at Taryn Takahashi, kind of irritated, but a little lovingly, and sighs. All right, fine, I'll go sign the release form, but you gotta be careful, Frankie. I mean, you're not supposed to be out of the hospital for another week, so if anything happens again, it's some of this stuff is already gonna be permanent. Do you wanna live your life in a completely different way, or do we want to try and get you back on the road to recovery?
We'll be right back, Mom.
All right, okay, fine.
I love you.
I love you too. I trust you, sorta. I trust you, Baba Vahid. You do anything, you owe me $200,000. And she leaves.
You're underselling me.
So, did you have an idea for something?
No, go ahead and start with Derry.
Okay.
Start with Derry.
So, Derry, you have they are very careful not to say specific things.
Sure.
But pretty much what you have gathered is that they both know everything now. Like, Shay is completely in on whatever, and was not told in this conversation, so they
had previously caught each other up and been on the same page with each other.
Someone had caught Shay.
Okay.
Yeah. And it is very fortunate for them that this person has sort of revealed themselves, that he has revealed himself, and that he has at least tried to say that he's there to help. They seem pretty positive about that. And then Declan has said that he wants Shay to actually render an accurate drawing of the person to help out with the posters. Because even though he doesn't think it is a great idea, he doesn't want Gertie and he says Gertie first, and all y'all's plan to suffer. If there's any way they can still help without also shirking their responsibilities, he wants to do that.
Okay.
So that's what you've got so far.
Cool. Is Derry able to get a read on what is going on outside from inside the Susan?
Not really.
Liz?
No.
Okay.
How am I supposed to sneak out?
Yeah, I think I would like to creep over to another place where I'm still obscured, but I can maybe peek out of a window and see how Gertie is doing, since I don't have a phone. Because I didn't trade phones with you. I just gave you mine. So it's probably a flight or grit roll, I imagine.
Yeah, let's do a flight.
Cool.
And I'm still gonna say you're unassuming, but you are trying to do something a little more challenging here. And unassuming says within reason, I think, or at my discretion.
Yeah, I mean, if you're cool with this, I'd like to potentially, like, if I really mess this up, I still have adversity tokens. I would like to prepare to just disappear.
Sure.
And not get to where I'm trying to get to, like
gotcha.
back into the season.
It's a 6.
A 6? Okay, then I will use just 2 adversity tokens to match 6.
Match 6. Okay. Yeah.
Because it's 4 plus 2.
So you creak open the Lazy Susan door, cupboard door, and it creaks a little bit more than you want it to. So you stall for a second to see if anybody heard that. Doesn't seem like they did, or if they did, they didn't think anything of it. And you creep out to right behind the couch that they are sitting on, and you peer around from below, and you can see out the window, and you see Gertie doing what?
That is why trapezoids, I think, are my favorite shape. Okay, so I've told you, so what does that say about my personality? I mean, I never knew that this trigonometry horoscope stuff even existed. But it sounds interesting.
Trapezoid.
Mm-hmm. It always makes me think of the spider that has the really long legs, and they make the trapezoid out of a web, and then they go boom, and they grab a little. Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The insect, do you know those
But
long...
it sounds awesome.
Yeah, they make those trapezoids. They have their long legs, and they make this kind of box, and it's like a quick picker-upper with their webs, and they just pick up any insect. That's just what
Gertie, would you have any idea why Derry would be avoiding us?
No.
We've been wanting to hang out with him for the past couple of months, and he seems preoccupied.
Oh, he hasn't...
I mean, right when we arrived, Derry just ran into a house.
Well, that's because one of our friends, you know, Declan and Shay.
I'm aware of Declan and Shay.
I just think they forgot something, and Derry wanted to return it, that's all.
Well, Raven, it was quite kind of you to give Derry an opening into the home.
Yeah, that was. Thank you, Raven.
It was not kindness.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, whatever it was very impressive.
It left an impression on me.
Trying to stymie the laugh. It was something.
Y'all really ain't gonna tell me what the trapezoid means about my personality?
Oh, well, as far as I'm concerned, the trapezoid, if that is the shape you indeed want to go with, means that you have a bright future. I'm just kidding. and Larry elbows you. No, as far as your horoscope is concerned with the trapezoid, it just it means that you find a lot of hope in your friends, and that you may come into some money.
Oh, well, that's already happening, but...
Oh, so
That's
so I'm
cool.
right. Slam dunk. It is that timid of a high five.
You spend 30 seconds watching their hands come together.
Yeah.
Promise it's not in slow-mo either.
Actually, since I have y'all here, just to make some chit-chat, have either of you been seeing anything suspicious going on around Bald? Like, seeing people you don't normally see, maybe? Again, this is just chit-chat.
Other than all of this?
What do you mean other than all of this? Oh, well, just like this...
This right here.
Yes, this is suspicious.
Ooh.
Also, more specifically, the tank boy. Unfamiliar with him. Kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, you don't have to worry about him.
I'm not worried.
Oh, okay. But you said you were suspicious of him.
That does not mean I'm worried. Suspicion is good.
Suspicion is how all of his friendships start. You're suspicious. I love you.
Continue.
Well, I am sorry that you haven't been able to get a hold of Derry as much. I'm sure if you leave him messages, he will respond. What were you two doing out today?
Chillin'.
Tommy's gonna go ahead and actually walk up to the window. Definitely.
Can I roll
Fight.
brawn to like
Brawn?
bring him
Yeah.
I mean,
You can
it's-
do brawn.
No.
If you want to,
Oh man.
how do you want to combat that?
3.
Steadfast determination, just plunging forward.
So probably brawn as well.
Yeah.
Brawn.
I think we'll go with brawn as well. Yes. 2.
Well, you can mark adversity.
Wait, are you a team?
Yeah. Well, it was 1 plus 1.
Oh.
Yeah. So you start going towards there, and you get snagged by Gertie.
Yanked back into the bush.
Just going to continue trying to walk forward.
Yeah, just carving some ground out of the grass like there. Release him.
No.
Well, he clearly wants to go to the home.
But why? Why do you want to go over there?
The same reason you do.
But you, what? No. No. I disregard that comment because I don't think you know. You don't know what I'm thinking, and plus I'm not going over there. I'm
you
staying
sure?
here. I'm staying right here. So I don't want to go to the
No,
house.
yes, we're after the same thing you are.
The tongue flag.
We know everything.
Okay, you want to fill me in?
While she's distracted talking to you,
You want to
try to
let's
pull
try
away.
let's do a flight, and what do you want to?
Can I do grit?
Maybe if she's still holding on,
It
maybe.
would probably
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, let's do
To
grit.
maintain
Let's do
it?
grit. Flight and grit.
8.
9.
Nice.
You do have adversity tokens, I will say. You're stacking them up.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm a one-shot NPC. I'm gonna go ahead and burn that.
All right.
2 of those.
2 of them.
2
so
of them.
that's
Put myself 1 ahead.
at 10.
Darn.
What do you?
Unless you want to have an adversity token off.
Well, she's got plenty.
I know. I'll lose this fight.
Does it-
Well, so
Well, would it help if I tell you that it would help what I'm trying to do, even though Gertie wouldn't know that? Out of character, I can tell you.
Oh.
But I also want Gertie to succeed more than my cool goth friend who just showed up.
Well, if we're talking out of character, I think you should kill Raven.
I just like this image we're getting of Raven appearing out of the bush and then hands pulling them back in and then like coming out again.
And just repeatedly.
I mean,
It's
you
very
maybe
good.
have a taser?
I mean, I do have a taser.
Where did you get it? Oh, yeah.
Taste the gun.
That'd be horrifying.
All right.
No,
So,
listen.
But yeah,
There's only
dude,
one person who can get away with tasing people on this show.
Yeah, go.
I think Gertie will just start being dragged by Raven across the street, and and Gertie's just like, oh my god,
and Larry's going
again
to-
like this, just like clenched, like oh my god.
I'm not that far ahead, so I'm struggling my way across.
and so that's what you're saying.
Okay. So Derry's watching and he's like, okay.
I can work with this.
Yeah. Are Declan and
Declan and Shay just start noticing it as well. Like,
Okay.
hold on, wait a minute. Is that Gertie?
So I want to leverage this now. I feel like... Okay, let me actually out of character, Franny. I feel like I need to get out of here before I lose an opportunity to, but I could stay longer and hear more. I kind of want to leave. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, the thing is, if Declan sees Gertie, all of his attention and probably Shay's will go to me.
Yeah.
Meaning they'll probably go outside, which
Yeah.
would give you time to either go out back.
Which is I want to go out back.
Or steal Declan's diary.
No.
Steal Declan's diary.
That's a good idea.
It has nothing unrelated, but you just wanted to for a while.
I think it is. Would you say, William, that they have talked around the same points enough times that I've possibly
they've
learned
talked
what I can?
around the same points. You know what? Yeah, you were hidden so well and you used unassuming and everything. I'm gonna give you one really juicy thing.
Okay.
I think they said it so nonchalantly that it didn't occur to you immediately. But I think right now you get hit
As
with
he's thinking okay, do I say it?
that they are they have Declan made mention, and this was news to Shay as well, that they weren't just offhandedly was okay, and okay, and everybody else is doing okay too, so this will make it easier for them.
And then that was what Shay was surprised
And
by?
Shay was just everyone else, and oh yeah, well, yeah. So I think it occurs to you that there are more people with secrets.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a good lead. Daria's going to take this opportunity to... Is there a back door out of the kitchen, perhaps,
Yes.
or something? So
Yeah.
he's going to go over to that door, and on the way, he is writing a note that... Franny, what is a place, a private meeting place that Gertie likes and would be willing to share with Derry? Because I want to have them rendezvous with X at that spot.
There's a very teeny tiny park next to a flower shop.
Cool.
In Bald. Yeah.
Meet at the park near the flower shop. 6 p.m.
The plucked petal.
X.
That's so far away from this time.
6 p.m. is crossed out. 1 p.m.
Okay.
Signed X.
Wait, hang on.
And
I'm
he
meeting
leaves
someone
that in
at
the
one.
kitchen on the counter.
So you're gonna try to.
And I'm trying to draw the X that is in my memory on the scarf.
Yeah.
I think.
So let's do. I know you're gonna want a brains roll.
Well, I mean, I was thinking charm or grit.
No, you need the handwriting right.
Sure. Well, that's what grit was for me. Charm is lying, but grit I was thinking to... I didn't roll it.
I mean, the thing is, I think brains would work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's trying as hard as you can, based on the single X that you saw,
Yeah.
to replicate somebody's handwriting.
Okay. Cool.
But also the plucked petal, because it's a
I
bald
wrote
flower.
it down. I wrote it down.
It's a bald flower. Laugh at me.
Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna just... Oh, God. I don't know what it'll take for this to be good enough, and I don't even want you to tell me, but I'm gonna... It's a 4, I'm gonna make it a 7 with my remaining adversity tokens.
Okay.
Just make it as good as I possibly can.
Then mark adversity.
All right. Dang.
What if he uses that one to make it an 8?
No.
I
and also,
choose that one
and also
to make it
Derry gets 2 because it's easygoing.
9.
Cool.
It's the best one. Easygoing is
Yep. But yeah, he leaves it. He knows he did his best, and he sneaks out of the kitchen. I say he gets his hand on it, ready for the moment they're not gonna notice.
Well, right when they open their door, you open
Exactly,
your door.
yeah.
Yeah. So they open the door, and Declan comes out hello, Raven. And Gertie, what are you doing? Did you follow me? Where's Derry?
No, Derry went home.
Flight or charm?
I wonder which it will be.
For the lie.
10.
That's enough, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Derry went home? Okay, cool. Why are you here?
Well, I was just spending some time with my good friends Raven and
Also, Raven, stop walking towards me.
Oh my god. Classic. Raven and my other good friend.
Right. Number 2 good friend.
Yeah.
We're having a party.
Yes, we are.
We're having an outdoor party. We do it on people's lawns.
Is this Larry from the bush on the other side of the road?
I said Larry followed along.
Oh.
I missed that too.
Oh, so-
I was absolutely figuring that.
Yeah.
He pokes in.
Also, Gertie, my name rhymes with dairy.
I knew that.
What is it?
Harry. Larry.
Oh, like the cucumber.
Gary.
Yeah.
Jerry?
Oh my god, you watched that show too.
Yes, that undescript show.
Yep. With
I've seen it.
Many a time.
New initiates have to watch it. In reverse.
Oh, is there like a secret message?
No, it just is horrifying.
if you watch it backwards.
Yes, if you watch it backwards, all the good things that happen at the end get taken away.
Wait, that got so much good. That is horrifying.
So yeah, anyway, I'm being initiated, Declan. Just broadening my horizons.
Wait,
I just figured that...
You're joining the Goths?
I think I'm doing a trial run. Just see how I fit in, and don't you think I'd look good in eyeliner?
I mean, yeah, you look good in anything.
Oh, thanks, Declan.
You're welcome.
Well, so yeah, there you go.
Okay, so you're not here to follow me.
Why?
Because I lost you before, right?
Why would I want to follow you?
Well, you were following me for a minute.
Well,
I saw you.
I think we were just leaving the family clinic at the same
Oh,
time.
no. You had that look in your eyes.
What look was that?
It was this one.
I made that look at you?
Yeah.
That would be a weird...
As I was riding away, I started riding away, and you were looking at me, you were like, mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I don't like the way you're looking at me now.
Well, that's
kind of spicy.
That's a very specific spicy.
Yeah, you're looking at me all spicy.
Should we go?
Well, you want to come in? Shay! Hey, Shay, is it okay if I invite the bed? Okay, yeah, Shay said yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we can go in. Do you have, like, snacks or something?
Is Daddy in there?
I told you, Derry went home.
Yeah, Derry went home. Why would Derry be in there?
Yeah, Derry went home. You remember?
Oh, yes. Well, we were looking for Daddy, so I suppose
Shall we go?
we'll go.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
It was nice talking to y'all, and keep me updated on the trial run. I assume it starts, next school day.
The displeasure is all mine, and you will be told about it forthhaste.
Perfect.
A little strong, but we'll work on it. We'll turn it down a little bit, Raven. Okay, goodbye.
I really do like your name, Raven.
It is fitting.
I think so. Okay, bye.
Bye. And Declan leads you inside, and they start walking away. Gary.
Yes. So Derry gets outside, exits the yard, hops or goes under a fence, and just comes down the side and watches that interaction from a few houses down. And then seeing his goth friends outside, he's going to follow them wherever they go until we're out of sight of the house, and then catch up with them.
Okay, cool. So yeah, they get a little ways away. So I'm more of a circle. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like a trapezoid is very good, but I
Have
prefer...
you heard of the dodecahedron?
Oh my goodness.
I found a new one.
You made my heart skip a beat.
Once again.
Is that a song?
Heart skip a beat. Once again. You didn't listen to the demos I sent y'all?
Oh, no, we listened
You
to
listened
them.
to them, Raven, right?
Of course I did.
We're making it sound like we didn't, but we did.
No, I understand it. The tones can be
Just a
backwards
tone
with
thing.
y'all.
Yes.
I gotcha. Well, I mean, thank you for listening. I am still, that form is still active for feedback if you ever, yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal if you don't. Just if you,
I
if you
filled
have
it
any-
out already. I just haven't sent it to you.
You haven't sent it, okay. So you don't know who Sparkle's son is that submitted, like, sort of anonymously? Because I can't see it being any of us.
I don't use electronic devices.
That's right. I will mail you one. I promise I'm not going to forget. I have forgotten, but the forgetting times are done for me.
You're going to mail a form? If you had
Yeah.
one in your backpack right now, we could just... Well, regardless, why did you run away from us?
I was not away. I was running too. I saw, you know how I get when I see birds, and I want to catch them. It was like that situation.
You saw a bird?
Yeah. It eluded me once again.
Like a raven?
Like a raven.
Swallow.
It might have been a swallow actually. It wasn't literally a
Hold
raven.
on, I know what...
African or European?
It wasn't any member of the Corvid
Oh.
family.
Yes. I was going to wonder what your joke was, but now I'm aware. What your joke is. And in front of you see Larry starting to slow down.
Raven, are you?
And Raven, you're seeing this as well.
Don't know.
And everything around
Is Raven
you...
also slowing down?
I suppose, yeah. You can be
Cool.
slowing down for a moment.
All right.
And everything else around you is like going the same speed. Like a car like goes by on a street over there, and they're both like...
When you say same speed, you mean slow speed, or
No, your
same
speed.
as my
Normal
Okay, cool.
speed.
So it's just these two. Is
Just
what I
these
can
two.
tell. Okay. I need. Derry's gonna grab one of each of their arms and try to run with them back towards the house.
Okay. You go to touch them, and I didn't even notice.
Oh no.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
You go to touch them, and when you do, you are able to get a grip on them, but they kind of start...
Do they feel like staticky?
Staticky, yeah. It's like very like pins and needles when you're touching them.
Yeah.
When you're
Prickly.
touching them.
He's gonna try to like move them, if that's possible.
Cool. Let's do a brawn.
That is a 5. I'm adding protective because this feels
that's
like
fine.
this is like
Yeah, it's a weird thing that just
yeah, and
happened.
he's like feeling stressed out for reasons he doesn't fully understand. moment?
Yeah, you can mark adversity because it's not going to work, but
Cool.
yeah.
Then he notices that and he's just like, "I'm sorry, don't go anywhere," and he's gonna run back to the house.
Okay. You run back to the house. Gertie, you're inside. What are you doing?
Shay, do I give spicy looks?
What do you mean by spicy?
I don't know, something like this.
That's kind of spicy.
How's that spicy?
I don't know. You put the phrase in my head, and
I love it.
It's honestly not that bad. Hi, William. Wait, do the skull on the dice thing.
Wait, William, can I get the skull on the dice?
sure.
Because I really wanted to do this.
Oh, you
earlier.
want to make it my head?
No, I wanted to do this.
Great.
Ah.
Cool. Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Go back.
Here. Yeah. So you're talking. We can leave this for now. That's fine. This is very funny. All right. Okay. Cool. So yeah. I'd be like, I didn't be like spicy. Like I don't know. It was kind of, it's just the word that came into my head. We're working on your posters, but Shay just started the drawing of the person.
Oh, out of character, did Derry or Gertie tell Declan about the posters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. My bad. Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. I mean, like, Shay's a really good artist, so, like...
No, and yeah.
Yeah. If you want to give Shay more details of, like, what... I mean, like, kind of like his...
Sorry, out of character. Yeah, because we told Declan to start it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
We outsourced the posters.
I'm so
to Declan
sorry.
and
I'm
Shay.
so
And
sorry.
Declan was like, "Oh, this Shay's
Right. Sorry.
This is what Declan does.
Okay.
In my head."
Great. So we're gonna pretend none of that happened. Okay, great. Can I look at it? Can I see what you've
Well,
done
I
so
mean,
far?
it's really literally just started. Shay has, like, the gesture dud, like the oval with the lines and stuff. I don't know that much about drawing, but Shay can show you, and you can do it kind of like a police sketch because you know what you're looking for, right?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. Okay, then I'm just gonna. Anybody want some chalky milk? I could, like, stir us up some.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Actually, hot cocoa would be great.
Hot cocoa. Let's do it. You got a hot cocoa maker, or do I have to do it the old-fashioned way? And Shay's like, I don't have a cocoa maker. That's a thing? Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I have one in my treehouse. I could go get it. No,
it's
I'll make it
okay.
here.
It's
I'll use a
okay.
microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
sounds
fine.
good.
Just make it with milk though, not water.
Of course. Why would I ever make it with water?
Some people do.
Well, I make it with water when I'm making it for dairy.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And Declan leaves the room. You don't have to make roll or anything for, like, telling Shay how to draw this. But I will have you roll brains. 3. That's fine. 3 is... I mean, this isn't going to be, like, a wild roll here. You can see that sometimes Shay is adding details to the drawing before you tell them to him. Shay's like, okay, let's work on the nose now, and you're seeing what he's drawing, and before you even say it's, like, crooked, he's, like, putting in that it's a crooked nose, and that kind of thing. But very rarely, like, he's doing a good job of kind of not preemptively drawing stuff, but...
Before they get too far into the drawing, do I get to the house?
Yeah, you can get to the house. You can get to the house, like, right then.
Okay. So what Derry's gonna try to do is get Gertie's attention. Do that, like, jump up outside of a window that she can see when, like, when Declan is getting hot chocolate and Shay's not looking, and just, like, disappear and just, like, do that until she sees him. I can roll for that.
You can roll a new brains if you'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, to notice it.
7.
7's good. Yeah, that's enough for me.
Yeah, so as I'm still kind of describing to Shay, and then I just happened to look out the window. I need to consult my notes for further descriptions, but that looks really good so far. I actually remembered I have to do something. Tell Declan I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'll try and be right back. And then Gertie just lets herself out.
Okay.
So I imagine they're on, like, the side of the house, and Derry's just like, okay, Gertie, I don't know what's happening, but they slowed down.
Who slowed down?
Raven and Larry, they slow mode.
They were always slow.
And then they come around the corner, and are like, and where did you go? You were so fast.
Do you remember what just happened?
No, like, we were talking to you, and then you were gone.
Derry like goes, like, pushes them back away from the house a little bit, and he's just like, no, you were, like, going slow motion. Like, magic things were happening to you. You don't remember?
No. I mean, like, you went fast motion, I suppose. I remember that. I was talking right to you, and then all of a sudden you were gone.
I don't know, Gertie. It really freaked me out, though. I didn't understand what was happening, but I knew it was bad, and I don't know, I just came to get you and whoever. I didn't know.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
It's like the Flash.
Yeah, dear, you're like the Flash. You're so fast.
I'm gonna get them away from here. It was looking good. What you were doing?
Yeah. By the way, I got to. Shay was. There were moments where Shay was drawing details that, like, I hadn't given him yet.
What?
Well, you know how he has a crooked nose, right?
Yeah.
So,
Shay does not have a crooked nose.
Hold on, Larry. Sorry, we're like deep in a thing.
When I said okay, and then his nose was, and then he just kind of started making it crooked, because I think I was trying to find like the right word, and then it would, and he did that a couple times.
Okay.
Like
Maybe
he's
he's psychic.
Shay has magic powers.
You have no idea how close you could be, actually.
I mean, it is possible.
Okay.
What?
I'm gonna take them and we'll do something.
Okay, so
keep doing what you're doing. I think
No,
it's
I
very
want
valuable.
in. This seems like a very spicy thing.
Oh, don't worry. You're in. We have bigger plans. Can I have my phone back?
yes.
There he takes it. Is there anything new with it or on it?
No.
Pocket.
I mean, you have like a recording of the conversation between Declan and Shay.
And he looks at it and he just like deletes it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how does he have a recording of Declan and Shay?
Because he started a recording just
or-
after he handed it to you.
When
Oh.
Yeah,
That's-
Push
and
the
that-
big red button that says
okay.
crime.
yeah.
So yeah, the idea was like he was like setting up based on something that could be listened back to later.
Gotcha,
He has
gotcha.
decided in this time it's not right,
Cool,
and he
cool.
heard what he needs to. So
Cool.
he turns to Larry and Raven and says, "You guys, you know anything about any white pickup trucks in town?"
I mean, I've seen a white pickup truck drive around.
Okay, that's what we're
If
looking
it
out
isn't
for.
black, it means nothing.
Yeah, we don't pay much attention to it.
Okay,
It didn't
Well-
look very cool.
There's something happening in Bald that is cool.
Is it dark?
Yes,
Is it-
extremely. And hold on, get this, mysterious.
Go on.
I'll explain as we walk.
Okay, bye, y'all. I guess I'll go back in.
Teddy, where are you and Andalin? You're going to the Balderdash?
Yeah, we were on our way to the ball.
You arrive at the Balderdash.
How long is the car ride from the police station to the Balderdash? Because the police station
54 minutes.
we've established is on
like
the
10
opposite
minutes.
side of town, right?
10, 15
Sweet
minutes.
watch you got right.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's, I grew it myself.
Like driving all the way across town is about like 15 minutes. Probably.
Okay. Then I think at some point, like Teddy was kind of like deep in thought about like, oh, and and he said that I think it was Santa X that we were chasing, and there was like a lot going on, and then at some point it just kind of stopped, and Teddy just started staring out the window.
And we're here. Okay, get on out. And Andalin gets out of the car.
And Teddy's still inside.
Andalin comes over to your door and opens it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't notice you were zoning out there. You coming?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
And Teddy steps out of the car and we head into the
the Balderdash.
Balderdash. Is Olive working?
Roll brains for me.
Shit, which one is my brain?
It's your D8.
It's
isn't
my
it?
D8. How do I not know that?
And how do I know it?
How do you know it?
Oh, I know why I know it.
Why?
Because you hate rolling it, and I always
This is
see
true.
I always see what it is, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, we have opposite D20 D8.
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
Okay, great, cool. Yeah, you can mark adversity. You walk in, and you see Beth. Beth is working.
Oh, Beth.
And Beth was working last night as well.
Okay.
Like when you got burgers at whatever time in the morning that was.
24-hour Balderdash here.
Yeah, so Beth is there, and Beth, just to give a description of her, Beth is this cis white, she/her teen girl who just has like the long curly brown hair, is in a Balderdash uniform at the moment, kind of soft features, and she is just that kind of person where you see her and it just makes you happy.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, you coming back for burgers again?
No. Do you know?
Oh, sorry, y'all call it like burgers or something.
Is Olive working?
Olive is scheduled to come in around 2 p.m. I think today.
2?
Yep.
Well, and Teddy turns to Andy. I mean, we said we'd meet everyone. Actually, wait a minute. And Teddy looks around the restaurant. No one else is here yet. Didn't they say they were going to meet us here?
Yeah, I thought so.
How long? I mean, we were at the police station for a while.
I'm like 30 minutes or something. I mean, we all have phones. Do you want to call somebody?
Yeah, I mean, let's. Gertie?
Gertie's a good start. Yeah, and Andalyn will pull out her phone and call Gertie.
Oh, I don't want any marshmallows, Declan. Thank you.
Okay, just more for me then.
Oh, give me a second. Hey, Teddy. Oh, Andalyn.
Yeah. Hey.
Reasonable.
Why aren't y'all at the Balderdash?
Oh, well, there's been a minor distraction, change of plans.
Tell her what Mark said.
Oh, I forgot. Can you?
Gertie,
Hey, Teddy.
I think we were chasing Santa X in the white pickup truck. Mark, we sort of used like charades or improv or something and kind of got to the conclusion. Mark had like it wasn't a brain blast, but it was like a putting two and two together kind of thing. And I think it was Santa X, and I don't know exactly how that led to me being in the woods, but it was a white pickup truck, and then the thing that he hit, I think, was he was saying it was a squirrel king or queen or monarch or something like that, but I don't think that's what it was. I have a distinct impression that it was probably a Krolum, and nothing he said really gave me any more reassurance that it was not a Krolum, and yeah, that's what we've learned.
And then as Teddy's saying all this, it's kind of making sense to Gertie, and she says, actually, Teddy, I am getting like really blurry memories, and I think you're right. I think we were chasing the white pickup truck. I can't quite remember how you got out of the car either, except maybe we caught up to him and I don't know, we were chasing.
Do you think I caught him?
I don't remember.
I mean, I'm pretty fast.
You are really fast.
I'm sorry, you were gonna say something. What's happening over there? Why aren't you here?
Oh,
Where's Derry?
Derry's with Larry and Raven.
Who's Raven?
Tommy St. Adams.
Oh, wait a minute. That's one of the Goth kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I've actually met them.
It'll be a treat. Yeah, and then I'm over at Declan and Shay's with Declan. Trying to
What?
find.
Why?
Hot cocoa coming through.
I gotta go tell you.
Choo-choo.
What? Wait, Gertie, are you gonna meet us here?
Yeah, no.
Oh no, click.
Thank you.
That was a weird phone call.
Well, I don't know about you, but I could use a burger.
Yeah, we could go to Olive's house.
No.
We could.
No.
I'm just saying we could.
Hard
I'm not saying
no.
we should do it. I'm just
Hard.
saying it's something we
Two.
could do.
2 bald burgers, please.
The bald burger is the one with everything on it, right?
Yeah.
You have to order it full clip-ins.
two bald burgers, full clippings.
God.
Actually, 1 bald burger, full clipping. Could I just to touch off the top for the second one?
Jesus. Oh my God. No mustard on mine.
No mustard.
Can I get
Also,
a side of
two sides
sideburns?
Side to side. Oh my God, that's what waffle fries are called.
Yeah.
They have waffle fries.
And finish it off with a little pomade.
Why are waffle fries sideburns?
Frankie.
Specifically.
No, that's what the curly fries are called. Frankie.
You get wheeled into the Balderdash. Because Taryn and Baba Vahid wanted to stop for burgers.
Burgers.
for porters.
Wait, is this
Like
currently?
right now, yeah.
Frankie? Firejet? Baba, Terrence, what are you? Why is
Scott.
You're probably
wait a minute,
wondering
hang on,
why
no.
I called you here today.
I explicitly didn't call you here.
No, I said I called you here today.
no one called.
And you're wet. Thank you for answering my
Baba
summons.
Vahid, why is Frankie here?
We have
He should be in
nefarious
the
deeds
hospital.
to manage.
He should be in the hospital.
Well, okay. Well, we didn't know.
Frankie, are your casts burnt?
Well, that's a very astute observation. It's a long story. But we're actually not here to sit and eat.
Oh my God! But Gertie's gonna be. I can't.
Hey. Don't.
Tank.
No, I know your name. I know who you are.
I'm just used to people.
Oh,
not-
I can call
yeah.
you. Well, I was trying to say you asked me a question and then didn't let me answer. That's not a good way to like learn.
I'm sorry.
Things. No, it's okay. And Baba he wheels over to you and real close. We're here with Frankie because we want burgers. Like Frankie's out of the family clinic because Frankie needs to see something out by the woods. And you can come with if you want.
I mean. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
just don't tell
okay,
anyone's parents because they'll get upset and it's annoying.
Okay.
One
No,
bald
this is
burger, please.
Full. You gotta say full clippings.
I don't want full clippings.
You gotta. Well, you have to give them some instruction afterward, don't you?
No, I just want the bun and the patty.
Oh, is that like the secret menu?
No, it's just a bun and a patty. I want it bald. I want the bald burger bald, baby. Serve it
That's
on.
the secret menu.
Serve it on up, Beth.
Do you? So wait a minute. So Baba Vahid has gone to the counter, leaving Teddy with Taran Takahashi and Frankie.
Yeah, Taryn's just sitting there. He's been
Taran,
wheeling.
why are Frankie's casts burnt? Gertie is gonna freak out.
Okay, one, don't care. What?
Listen.
Whatever
Two,
goes on.
We all know you have a heart of gold. You're giving Derry martial arts training.
Hey, no, I'm not.
You are.
Well,
I've seen it.
Okay, all right.
I-
Okay, I am.
Derry has said I have to leave band practice because I'm doing martial arts with Taran Takahashi
Okay. I'm
at the school gym.
okay.
He's given me an exact address.
I know. All right.
It's in his phone, in his calendar, as like a reoccurring event.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you all talk so much. This is great. What's your question again?
Teddy, I think you really need to observe that Taryn clearly doesn't want to follow with this line of questioning, and I think
Then
you should be
you
a little
tell
more
me. Then
doesn't go
receptive
to
to her signals.
Then you tell me, Frankie, why are your casts burned?
Well, first off, I don't entirely know why. Second of, yes, my mom gave me permission to be here, sort of. Mostly. She didn't want to, but she knows. But we're not going to tell any parents about this.
And like you look around the corner, like right behind you, and Marcus is sitting in a booth. You're my
Taryn.
son.
Taryn, let's go. Taryn.
I knew we should get out of the hospital.
Taryn, you need to knock out my dad.
I'm not going to touch anybody.
Shit.
Gary,
Yes.
where are you taking the Goths?
So,
That would also be a good name for the episode.
where are you taking the gods? I'm trying to think the best way to, like, we're going to wherever, so that this aforementioned council that Derry said he was waiting for approval to call Raven, he has explained on the walk to where they're going, that one, he needs their backup for sure, because when he said earlier that he was waiting for approval to call Raven, he was lying and had actually been calling Raven in casual conversation, and the council cannot know. But we need to go to them because they might know something about this white pickup truck. So we're going to the council of Goth.
Okay. Well, the council. So Larry sends out a message to bring together the Council of Goth. The Council of Goth meets in the library.
I mean, hang on. I gotta know what the phone tone sounds like for Larry and the message tone for Larry and for Raven.
Raven doesn't use electronic devices.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but
But Larry's is Mr. Brightside by the callers.
But it's not the actual recording, it's just Larry Singing to it in
Mr.
Larry
Brightside.
style.
Coming out of my cage and I'm doing just fine. Yeah, so they go to the library, which, do we have a name for the library?
It's called the Bald Public Library.
Oh, very creative.
Not the school library, the public library.
The public
Cool,
library.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a section of the public library. It's like it's called like the forbidden section, but not because you're not supposed to read those books, but those are just like those are books that other places have banned, and the Bald Library is like, here is where you can get that information.
Yeah.
So
I've seen libraries do that.
yeah. So that's where they all meet. You get there pretty quickly. Get there pretty quickly, and it is a section
That looks so
off.
good.
It's like a hexagonal room in the back of the library.
6.
Yeah, it's 3 hexagonal rooms all combined. And they gather rather quickly because they have nothing else going on. It is the summer after all, the worst time of the year.
I just realized this is a black scarf. I must wear it around neck.
But you enter the library, you nod at the librarian, you walk through and go to the back. The lights are off and they have blackout curtains. And they draw blackout curtains from the rest of the library, and it is covered in candles in here, but they're fake candles. They're the ones that you just like
The electronic ones.
little LED candles, because they don't want to burn the place down on accident. But
They tried.
they're everywhere, and they have made they have an LED strip that is shaped like a pentagram on the floor. One that they can just like pick up and put down. It's just like it's an LED pentagram. It's like always like that. And they set it down, and Larry's like initiate, and they just like click a button and the lights come on, and it's
For some reason, it makes horrible lightsaber noise.
Derry has called in the Council of the Goth. Let us acknowledge Derry's proper name. The darkness.
The darkness comes.
The darkness has initiated this meeting. I will give the floor to the darkness.
Good counsel. You know we would not come were it not important. In this case, the importance is raised to status of dire. Dire is my need for your counsel.
The status is dire.
Dire, let this be understood.
The status is dire.
Thank you.
dire.
We need information, counsel, that is believed to be had by you, the council. A white pickup truck, a Santa of X, and memories lost, counsel.
We speak not of that color or that season.
I would not, were it not, as aforementioned, dire.
Dire. You bring us talk of Santa, our mortal enemy, the bringer of joy.
You misunderstand, counsel. This is no regular Santa. Santa X.
An acceptable letter.
Like Xmas.
Perhaps. Or like exactly what we need to look out for.
Clever. Cleverly disturbing. Alright. Has anyone seen a white pickup truck parked in tandem? I'm just kidding, just jokes. But has anyone seen it?
I have not. I have not seen it.
Scythe. It is nice to hear that you have finally finished your puberty.
I would like to second that. Scythe, it is lovely.
Thank you,
The
Robert.
baritone of your voice
I really-
matches that
I-
of my saxophone.
I appreciate it, everyone. I really do.
Would you be interested? We will talk outside in a possible mom strength feature.
So no one has seen sight of this other than myself and Raven.
No.
What of the Santa X or memories lost?
Is Santa Xamal Santa?
In part, but I believe
The worst kind.
yes. He is hiding secrets from this town and from you, the council. Secrets from you, the council. There are things that you, the council, do not know.
There's nothing we don't know.
There is something you do not know, and Santa X keeps it from you. We are in a library. I apologize. I
Apology
contributed
accepted.
to that getting out of hand.
Yeah, we really need to keep things toned down, everyone. I mean,
But
like,
we're
they
not
let
going
us
to be able to meet here anymore.
they let us be here for free, so
We should be cool.
I mean, they let us decorate a little bit. It's the least we can do to keep it down so people can enjoy the library.
Remember when we spilled punch?
Anything of Santa X or memories lost, council.
I
He is
pose
hiding
this.
something.
I pose this to the council as a whole. Anything of Santa X. Anything of memories lost.
Hey, Death Rider here. Didn't know no memories or Santa.
Okay, we'll put that here. We'll start a tally sheet. Okay, Death Rider. Nothing. Scythe. Nothing for me either. Okay, that's nothing.
I think.
Yes, Skullbreaker.
No, I changed it, remember? I'm Black Silk now.
Black Silk.
Skullbreaker is in the corner.
Skullbreaker. Wait, you changed it and your
I really wanted it.
Blood Vengeance. You changed to Skullbreaker.
But it was available.
You like that more than Blood Vengeance?
Well, now that you pose it like that.
Oh no,
The former Skullbreaker did have a memory to share.
Oh yes, Black Silk.
Yeah, I think I just remember this white truck getting ice cream one time, but it could have been another truck.
We'll add that to the notes.
Ray, have you,
Raven.
Yeah, Raven.
oh, sorry, it's, yeah, sorry, shh, okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah,
Stop laughing now. Respect Raven.
Raven, sorry, I'm still getting my bearings here. Did you,
It's just so on the nose.
It is his name and you will use it.
We used Blood Vengeance. We're going to use Skullbreaker. We use Black Silk. We use Death Rider. We use Scythe. We use Smush Smush Bam Bam.
You know what I thought was always... Wait, Larry. What's your name?
My name is Larry Gazari.
No, but what's your name?
Is there a more disturbing name in history?
Probably like Hitler.
Jesus
Yikes.
Christ. Again, Black Silk.
stop it with the
Hitler, we're going to annex you from the group if you keep bringing up actual bad people.
But he was in the forbidden section. I read it. Yeah.
Well, yes, you read. That's because that's okay. All right. No, it's okay. No, it's good to be informed of bad people, but we're not bad people. We are just darkness. Not the darkness.
I am the darkness.
Yes,
Let
not
it
the
be
darkness.
known, the
Yes.
darkness
Let it be
comes.
known.
A darkness, not like the darkness.
The a darkness. The darkness.
Evil.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll put that down as nothing then. Got ice cream. Yes. Raven. Do you have any input?
I'm gonna do a brains check and see what's going on in this room. right now.
You
Okay.
can't because you are also.
Oh no.
But yeah, you can. You hear it.
No.
In fact, everything around you, Raven, is slowing down, and you've never seen this before, and it just completely comes to a stop.
No. Kind of meander around the room a little bit, weaving in and out of the various council members gathered here. Strange.
You hear a scraping, grinding sound coming from behind the blackout curtains that were separating you from the rest of the library. What do you do?
Start actually backing out start backing away from the direction of the noise.
Okay. You do that, and you suddenly start seeing the curtains billowing into the room, like towards you. Someone is, or something is, going through them without separating them. So it's just sliding over the top. and slowly revealed in front of you, kind of silhouetted by the light from behind, but being lit up by the LED pentagram on the ground and the LED candles throughout the room. You can vaguely make out a dark black, tarry, natural creature that is not stepping but slightly floating and grinding its arms and legs across the ground as it is moving into the room head first, hunched over. And it is kind of looming.
Okay. Check something real quick.
That's an explosion.
Fair enough. It rolled really well. All right, so he's gonna maintain composure for the time being.
Yes. Yeah, that was a. Can you roll it again? I just want to see how big
Sure.
that. I want to see how big
See
that.
how far it explodes.
Okay.
29.
29 grit on a D10. Everyone. 29 grit. On
29.
All right.
In fact, utterly intrigued at this point, Raven's going to go ahead and step towards this figure.
You take a step towards it, and it stops. And you start seeing a line pierce across its face, where you see no other general features, just kind of crevices and distortion. And that line opens up to you seeing just what seems like television static.
Going to mimic it
You're going to start
with my
opening your
mouth
mouth.
as a grin back at it.
It opens its mouth wider.
Continue trying to maintain the mimicry.
And suddenly the jaw unhinges like a snake and drops completely to the ground as it kicks towards you. What do you do?
I think with the 29, I'm probably still going to remain standing my ground.
Okay.
Not entirely. At this point, essentially for Raven, the Gothic facade is somewhat faded at the moment. So I picture Raven essentially as the goth kid who is doing it more for the imagery and more for the just general acceptance within to a group of peers rather than buying into any of the supernatural or any of that. So he's not quite accepting of what he's seeing at this point. So he is just standing his ground.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it could be reality.
Yeah.
So you stand your ground. And Derry, you're in the room with all of the goth kids, and everything is as it was. And you don't remember who you were just asking a question of, but you remember exactly why you're here. And the room is still for a second as everyone is just confused. And then they resume the meeting as they were, with no knowledge of who Raven or Tommy St. Adams is.
As I was saying, I mean, Derry, if you're gonna call
The
whole
darkness.
council, the darkness. I'm still getting used to your name. If you're gonna call a meeting, you have to have a point.
I
know?
had a point. The point was that we are in a dire situation.
I mean, the white
Dire
pickup truck,
situation.
but no one's seen the white pickup truck.
That
so.
does not mean I do not have a
And-
point. I do not like this insinuation. I would like to move for expulsion of the sinning
We
party.
back out as you're all arguing about this, about expelling
Expulsion
Death
of
Rider.
the sinning
Death Rider.
party.
And we go back through the library, backing out further, seeing the librarian again, backing out further and further to outside, and up over Bald, high enough where you can see the entire town, everyone at the Balderdash, you at the library, Declan and Shay, just at his home, and it pulls out just far enough to see a flock of crows with a bustling city below them, stuck in midair. And next time on Hijinks and Handlebars.
Dang.
You know how, like, if you're trying not to laugh, things just start to become much
way too
funnier?
funny. Yeah.
Well, Alex, it was a pleasure playing with Raven before they got completely erased from existence.
Well, that was what we were shooting for, to be
Yes.
fair.
I appreciate you bringing the Goth kids back in a big way because it's one of the like character elements that has been brought up that I've wanted to explore the most, other than Santa X, which we're getting into. But like I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No problem.
No, it was
problem.
great.
It was great playing with you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. So like I said at the top, if this is your first time joining us, we have an entire back catalog. It's all on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars. You can find that playlist with bit.ly/handlestream, capital H, capital S. And if this grabbed you, if it was enjoyable, if the only reason you loved it was because of Alex, maybe not watch any other episodes. But I mean, you could
Still do.
I mean,
Watch the other episode.
Alex isn't in them.
Alex will show up in a scene here. Not
If you watch all of them in reverse order,
we say his name.
We say it says VeggieTales.
Speaking of your name, what do you think about, since it's October, Al Hex Killman?
Ooh.
We
I
can talk
approve.
about it.
I approve.
Cool.
Great. So thank you so much. Please, if you're watching this on Twitch and if you watch the whole thing, when we release the VOD, please go to YouTube and just and leave your comments there as well. Like if you have new comments or old comments or anything like that, stuff you've said in Twitch that you just want to be on the YouTube video permanently, that kind of thing. It really helps us if you comment. When you're leaving comments, don't swear though, because if you swear in the comments, it actually doesn't help. Which is a new thing that I learned.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I don't mean to police you on your language here, but most of the time I do actually. But definitely, that would be awesome. We loved hearing from everybody in the last one. We got a lot of comments on that one, and a lot from one person. Thank you, Patrick. I read all of them. This is coming out. There are a few in between that, so it's going to seem weird that I just said that, but we're pre-recording, so whatever. Leave comments, share this with people. It's the only way we're going to get anywhere. We've been having a lot of new people and people catching up, and a couple of people went from start to finish within like a three week to month period recently, and got a hold of me about that, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, awesome.
holy shit.
Binge it.
Yeah, and hopefully soon. This is on me, so my bad. But we're trying to get it into a podcast form. Mm-hmm. So Doug, who's not watching this, Doug wants it in a podcast form. So when that happens, Doug, you can listen to it. Finally.
That is Doug's preferred medium.
Yeah, no, I mean that's how I like to consume this stuff.
No.
Most of the time, I don't watch unless I feel like someone is doing a lot of like physical stuff. But yeah, do that. Check that stuff out. Go through the back catalog, leave comments there. I go through them all the time. Tweet at us, tweet at HandleStream, and go to the Instagram. Check that stuff out. There's a wealth of stuff on QueueTimes as well that you can watch. There's a bunch of back catalog of one-shots and stuff that we've done. Sam's going to talk about the one that he runs. We are currently in Outbreak that Alex is also on. That's the Wednesday show that's happening right now, and then after that, we're going to do Monster of the Week, the final arc, the finale, which Jonas and I are both on, and Sam GMs. That's my favorite show on QueueTimes right now. I mean, I love Hijinks and Handlebars. I love running it.
But right now,
I think we're doing incredible stuff with the show. I also think Sam is just crushing it with Monster of the Week. I love being on it. I love watching it. It's awesome. So if you like the show at all, or the RP that we all do, it is like more serious, but still very funny. And Sam is a really, really different GM than I am. So, yes. So that's like cool. That should be good. Check out the subreddit r/Hijinks Handlebars. Share it with people. Do whatever. And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite. I'm on a bunch of other shows with QueueTimes, and I'll be around for a while. check out our band Glass Beach.
Yeah.
That Jonas there.
Glass Beach band.
Oh yeah.
I can-
Go around. I'm going to do the final thing. I'm going to say the thing.
The
At
thing
the
that
end.
so I shouldn't say the thing.
You
Let
shouldn't
say
say the thing.
Okay,
We
cool.
can- yeah.
I have been Jonas Newhouse playing Derry Nazari, and you can find me on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. Bless you. Oh no. You okay? Yes, listen to my band, Glass Beach. I will tweet about them from time to time. I think Mark just needs to be on the ground. You can also, catch me on Outbreak Undead right now. It's super fun and terrifying to play, so check that out. I'll be on the Monster of the Week final arc coming up here pretty soon, Sam's show. I play a couple characters on that, one of whom may or may not be a leopard seal with a sword. I couldn't tell you. And we just recently finished up our first sort of like setup arc of Court of Corvids, which is our Pathfinder 2nd edition stream, GM'd by Indigo. So if like any of that sounds interesting to you at all, check that out because it's a ton of fun as well. Keep watching the end of the video, and William will talk about the other thing.
Hi, I've been Sam Richardson playing Teddy Tedward Tank Thompson. You can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, Laggardson. As Jonas and William have both mentioned, I also run a show called Monster of the Week, which we do right here on QueueTimes. There are currently 4 arcs out, and I believe when this drops, we are just about to start our 5th and final arc. That will be the first Wednesday of November. That show means a lot to me, and what William has just said about it just fills my heart with joy. It's a ton of fun. If this show is like Stranger Things, then I think Monster of the Week is more akin to X-Files or Supernatural or something like that. But I think we're doing some really fun, really interesting stuff with it, and I'm really excited to show you the 5th arc and where it goes, because I think it's going to go some crazy places, and I know for a fact that Jonas and William are both going to take it to some crazy places, as well as our 3rd player, Sammy. You should come watch it. It's also, if you're missing out on that Halloween spirit a little bit, if you're missing October a little bit, come check it out. It's a spooky show. There's monsters in it.
Yeah, we'll start.
Okay. Franny playing Gertie Fox. You can find me on Instagram at JUSTFRANNIEO_. And then Twitter with a K at the end.
Yeah. Hi, I've been Spencer LaBelle. This episode ruled.
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at Splubble. You can find me on Twitter at SpubelVO. Follow one of them. They got me there. Hopefully going to be appearing on some other QueueTime shows, so keep an eye out. I wonder which. Who knows?
And I've been Alex Hillman. I'm actually a project manager with Hunters Entertainment. We're the ones that put out Kids on Bikes here. And just for everybody, I don't know if you guys even are aware of this yet, but just this week, Kids on Bikes officially became supported on Roll20. So if
Hell
you
yeah!
the Kids
That's
on
awesome.
Bikes game,
They reached out to me a couple months ago, talking to me and seeing if I used Roll20 for this show, and I was just like, no, I can't, I can't do that, and that the person who reached out to me was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're trying to get it so that it's compatible and get a character sheet on there and stuff, and I was like, that would be awesome, let me know. So I'm so glad that happened.
not only is
super
the character sheet up there now, we will have content going into the Roll20 marketplace as
Sick.
well. And Outbreak Undead will be getting supported on Roll20 here in the very near future.
That's fucking cool.
I just did a thing for Roll20Con, the charity
That's right,
event and stuff.
Their Saturday night headliner was a game of Kids on Bikes.
Kids on Bikes.
It was, and that was the reason. Okay.
Carlos Luna, Serena Marie.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
So
awesome.
check that stuff out too.
Absolutely.
You got anything else?
There's so much stuff, but I can't really talk about the vast majority of it.
Well, you'll be on Outbreak.
Well, I'll be on Outbreak here.
Well, you're on Outbreak.
You have been on Outbreak.
When this comes out.
Yes, by the time this is out, I will have been on Outbreak. We also just recently dropped, I guess I should let people know, the Strange Adventures Volume 2 for Kids on Bikes has actually come out. We've got Teens in Space out there just recently, which is a standalone game that still uses the same rules. And then we've got a whole lot more coming up in the next year.
Sweet.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, the last thing I'm going to say. So Jonas and I are we're part of a different project right now as well. This is like super important. It's gonna be on our social media and stuff. So it'll probably be our pinned tweets for both of us. But we need your help. With this project. It's really exciting that we're able to be doing this. It's kind of a dream come true for me, and I think so for you. It's so it's awesome. A dream that I didn't know I wanted, and I'm getting it. So check it out. We're looking for support, primarily financial support, and if you can share it, if you can't afford it or anything, just like share it, tweet it out. If you like any of like the musical projects we've been a part of, if you like any of the streaming and podcasting stuff we've done, and if you like a very specific other podcast, then it would be awesome to hear from you and have you share that. So that would be great. Just go to
rollforstreetwise.com. We're being cryptic now because in this room at this time it has not been announced yet. But you, the viewer, for you it has. So rollforstreetwise.com is the place for you to go and understand the things that we cannot say at this time.
Yes. Thank you very much. We'll see you next Tuesday, and have a good night and time. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.